The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed on this show are not to be presented as facts or an indicting nature to any party, viewing, or mention. We hope you're entertained. Thanks for watching.
Oh. Man, welcome back to another episode. This is episode 52? 53? 52? Episode 52. On What's the Word Live. We back again. Bree specific. Cody, the multifaceted, multi-layered.
Hardworking.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
CEO, businessman, owner of pet. You don't got no pets. He's not a pet owner.
I'm not a pet owner.
Have you ever owned any pets, like an iguana? You had like a lizard.
I look like I had a lizard? No. I had dogs. I had pit bulls.
Oh, you just straight up.
That makes sense.
Straight stereotype, man.
Okay.
Come on, man.
I
lived the whole...
A hamster or something. No, we had Rottweilers.
I lived a whole different lifestyle than what people see on the internet, what they feel like on the internet.
Oh, man.
Don't do that, because
I do. It's
what
like,
you think you give on the internet?
I don't think people think I own pets. I like the type that have pets.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But also, we know you, so that's not far-fetched.
Oh, wait. All right, what you think how do you think people perceive you? Like, if you was to give up I want
to know, how do you think you're perceived?
I think I'm perceived as like college educated. That's college educated. Why am I on here twice?
Have you not been college educated?
Yeah, just remove the screen.
Okay, sorry. What are you talking about? You on there once?
No, you know what? Go on.
Today is today.
On.
No, I was just
do
saying.
your job and let them do theirs, Cody.
Yeah, just remove it. Yeah. Bam. There we go.
Okay. What's the point?
We'll go over and post. I see what you're talking. I see what you're saying.
But yeah. So you think that you give off college educated black man? You want to give off thug? Is that what you want to give off, Cody?
Do I want to give off thug?
Yeah. Is it a bad thing to be college educated man?
I don't think he's saying it's a bad thing.
I'm just kidding.
Because his face is like...
No.
Yeah, I don't think he's saying it's a bad thing. I think he just... I mean, I feel like you give off more than just college educated. I feel like if I went to your page, it would...
You look like somebody... No, you definitely look like somebody
It'll give like entrepreneur over college educated.
It do give off fraternity guy, though.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I think that was more so. I guess that's more so like what I think people think of. I wouldn't think that people think
that you own Rottweilers.
Yeah, or even the little instance where I brought Chris around certain things. I went Chris when like.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
What you was around?
Yeah, I ain't gonna even say too much. Cody funny, man.
Nah, I just had him around a certain group of
Cody had me in the hood, man.
For what?
That's we was in that chilling.
Oh, but y'all just be chilling?
We was on the low end.
We was over there chilling, man.
Why were you
we really
chilling
was
on the
just
low
chilling.
end?
Ain't nothing happened.
It was just chilling.
Why was you chilling on the low end?
I mean, that's where I'm from. In the trenches, I feel safest. On the radio, shout out Nathan.
Okay, let's move on. Shout out to Nathan.
Shout out to Nathan. Shout out Smirk, man. Free Smirk.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what we getting into? How we started?
These episodes, we kicking it off with... We were having a conversation off air about how I don't know how to ask men for money. That's not like a gift that God gave to me. So I wanted to ask the guys on the podcast, on the live stream, how should a girl approach a guy if she wanted to ask for money? Because I've only been told you can't straight up ask for it.
You can't. You really can't. Because that sounds like I don't know. I'm gonna block your number if you ask me for some money like that.
I feel like if we're having sex or had sex in any capacity,
Well,
I can ask for some money.
Wait, no, I don't.
Unless you married or you in a relationship, I can respect your relationship.
Wait. Why you think you should? Why you think you can ask them for some money?
Because You asked me. You
asked me
if
for
you
my
could-
body.
Okay, you asked for my body. I can ask for some money.
Nah,
Well, here Cody about to say I'm a prostitute.
I can feel it. I can feel it in the air.
Cody about to tell me I'm a prostitute.
But no, you can't ask. I don't know if you were to ask me for some money. I think the best way to be, you gotta just be honest. Like, just be like, yo, I got this going on. Could you help me out with this amount? Don't ask me for like the full amount though. It's like try to get some of your own money.
What if I don't give an amount? What if I say,
You just need money?
this is what I got going on, and I kind of need, can you help me?
I'm gonna be like, well, how much you need?
And then that's what I tell you.
Oh, okay. I don't know. People don't ask me for money that often. Like if I'll send my girl just money, just like every now.
That's
and then.
nice.
Just because, like, I'll just get her for like lunch.
I like that.
You feel me?
That's nice.
Try to do something real sweet. But I don't send money to everybody. Like 50 Cent said.
What 50 Cent say? Please tell me what did 50
What
Cent
did
say.
50 Cent say?
Y'all know what he said?
No.
I don't know what you heard about me.
Chris, please.
All right, I'm done.
Cody,
Yes.
how should I ask this man for some money?
How should you ask this person for some money? I say just flat out and ask them for the paper.
And then they say no, and now we
I guess
can't talk no more.
I guess that's what we need to more focus on. Point like what
Comes after you tell me no?
Yeah,
Nothing.
is it no, yes? Like what can you have a real conversation about it?
I feel like I can't act if you tell me. I've had a man tell me no,
How did it make you feel?
and I felt like I didn't even ask for much.
Wait, no, how much you asked
But you
for?
told me you liked me.
That's the no. How much is you asking for?
It was
though?
like maybe like I don't even know if I asked.
If it's
I'm
more
trying
than a
to
couple
think.
hundred.
I feel like it was one time when I asked for like maybe $150, and it was like, hey, I'm going out to eat with my friends.
Oh hell no!
We was already talking though.
I wouldn't, Bree. I'm sorry, I would not say.
He was in the middle of texting me. He was like, "What you doing? So I'm gonna go out to eat with my friends." And I
But
was
you
like,
don't see. You don't say.
and I was like, you want to give me some spending money? He said, how much?
Oh, see, that was real nice of him. He thought you was gonna say like $50.
He ain't send it to me.
Well, you said 150 though. You over exceeded your budget.
Well, you could have been like, well, how about I just send you $65?
Wait, all right. What you need $150 for some food for?
It's $100 to go outside on any given day.
For
Is it
food?
not? Yes.
What you need $100 for?
Appetizer, entree.
No,
At least two drinks. Don't
no.
count. Wait, is if you go with your friends, gratuity. I gotta pay the part because Brady Johnson don't like to leave. Look, no street is left behind in Chicago. You gotta pay.
The money is
every
for the
street that you
food.
park on.
You paying for all the extra stuff. You trying to get like accessory stuff. Like,
You're
need.
paying for the experience. That's
What's
what
about the experience? All you need, you really only need like $60, right? Your meal gonna be.
Where you be eating at where you only need $60? I'm not going to Harold's.
Where you going? See, you going
With
to the
my
bougie spot.
friends.
See, your friends doing too much. You got to get better friends. But
Even happy hours, you're gonna at least spend like $60.
that's good. All you need is 60. You
It
don't need
wasn't
150.
happy hour at the time.
Nah, I can't do that.
I feel like $150 is not that much. Or even if you didn't want the $150, you could have just been like, okay, well, here's $75.
Yeah. Okay. You give. He
And I
didn't
wasn't
give you
too.
nothing.
Now he said after he told me no, I wasn't trying to negotiate. I just kept moving. I was over it. By that time, I was like, I don't want to talk to you no more.
Damn. Okay. I don't know. Like I said, I've never sent money to somebody. I think somebody asked me for like bread one time, like, and it was like some girl I was talking to for like a month or two, and I didn't respond.
So when is it ever a time where you like too early? Is it too early? Like if we not in a relationship, but we locked in, because it's like boom, we not in a relationship, but boom, you trying to have sex with me all the time, but I can't ask you for some money.
I don't know. I just feel like when you ask for some money, that's like overstepping the line. I feel like that's stepping the line a little bit. You like, all right, you asking for money, we got to be locked. Like, we got to be like boyfriend, girlfriend. I ain't going to lie to you. Like
But we ain't gotta be boyfriend girlfriend to have sex.
You then gotta be my wife to ask me for some money.
When people have sex, they interlock spirits and energy and aura. You telling me that's not more important than you sending me a couple dollars? What?
See, all right.
It's a couple dollars.
No, that's not a couple of dollars though. It's $150. You know
I'm
I can do it
expected
$150?
to open the floodgates of my heaven, and you want me to not ask you for some money.
Yeah, because that's too much. Like, because
Donald Trump got y'all heads fried this shit. Let me tell you.
Bree, that's free.
I'm
sorry. That's free.
Okay, so my body don't got no value now.
It got value. It's priceless. That's what it is.
Cody.
It's priceless.
Yes. You want me to chime in?
Please.
You're just gonna call you a prostitute.
Besides that.
I actually agree with Bree on this topic. I feel like if you're having sex with a young lady, if she's in the bind, if you got it, she should be able to ask you for money.
How soon?
How soon is crazy.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is, because at the end of the day, it depends on the type of relationship that y'all got. Mm-hmm. Right? So it could be a relationship with somebody where y'all just one night stand, or y'all just kick it in now and then. Y'all don't really got nothing. Y'all not really locked in. Or it could be a situation with somebody that you building with, or just got a dope bond with, where y'all friends, y'all talk a lot, y'all kick it, and like you kind of intertwine with her life, or she's entwined with yours. So when you got something going on that you need something, like you kind of know, like, okay, I know this person. She probably need to make this happen real quick. I got you, type shit.
Intertwine with my life, man. You better be my wife. You better be
still
my
kind of
wife.
young.
I think you coming from a young perspective, because
Intertwine.
have you had your first heartbreak yet? Let me ask you that.
Heartbreak?
Like sliding down the wall. Heartbreak.
Sliding down the wall?
Sliding down like this girl.
My exes.
But it's real hard for Chris to care about a lot of things in life.
Yeah.
So
I think
so I don't know.
The exes I was with, I ain't I cried over the relationship, but I wasn't like, oh my God,
you weren't like heartbroken.
Yeah, I wasn't like, I'm never gonna find love again.
I mean, but you could still
Cause like one of them was like cheating on me, not cheating, but I thought cheating. I'm gonna call it cheating. One of them was cheating on me. Why you laughing?
I'm gonna call it cheating.
One of them was cheating on me.
How you know she was cheating?
Oh, I was in the messages. I was checking the Snapchat messages. What?
You checking messages?
This when I was young though. This when I was like fresh out of high school.
Okay, you still young. Y'all supposed to be cheating back then.
Yeah. Oh, I should have been. That's crazy.
You're supposed to cheat when you like.
It's crazy.
You like 17, 18.
Yeah.
Take your life serious, so ain't nothing serious.
I definitely should have took that one as serious as I was. I think I was doing too much. For sure.
So that's crazy. So going back to what I was saying, and we can try to move on from this, but if you have like you haven't had I want to say your first real heartbreak, or you probably ain't really been locked in with somebody to the point where y'all had a bond, but it didn't work out, but y'all still cool.
Girl, I ain't gonna lie to you. You haven't. All right, I'm gonna let you finish real quick.
All right, so Bree said it. Bree just kind of said it best. Like if you having sex with somebody, right? That's y'all spirits are intertwined, right? Soul ties. So she trusts you enough to be vulnerable with you, and you trust her like y'all vulnerable. Like ain't nothing more vulnerable than being naked, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then lyrical talk.
Ain't nothing more vulnerable than being naked.
Like that's at your most vulnerable state. You just asshole naked, she asshole naked, and like I know how that sound.
Oh, you ain't gotta say asshole naked.
I just said I know how that sound.
Naked by itself is enough.
But that's just like that's what it is, right? So you're vulnerable, she's vulnerable, right? Mm-hmm. So y'all done talked about it. That means at this point, if y'all keep having this sexual intercourse, y'all building these bonds, like that trust levels. Let's say you going in her raw, like you have some type of trust level with factor there. So y'all talk about different things. So yes, y'all are building the bond. Y'all do have a tie. So you can't say like you can't have a tie and build a bond with somebody, and then when you quit fucking with them, you just want to say, we just went through all of this. I told you some of my you see me in my vulnerable moments. You see me in some of my worst states. I told you some of my secrets. You just see me handle certain situations. And just because we're not together no more, we're not going to communicate no more. Now, it's for some people you might have that depending on how y'all end it. But as you grow in this life, there are going to be people that you have been through those intimate experiences with that y'all might not still be intimate down the line, but y'all still have some type of bond and connection where y'all still cool. Bree, you girl.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all. This the grown people's perspective, right?
You calling me old?
Y'all seasoned.
I just want to know if that
y'all just been in the game longer than I have. That's
Okay.
what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all.
Watch your words.
I'm sorry.
I just thought that was like a. Go ahead.
I think having a bond with your ex or like somebody you was dealing with like sexually, I just think that's wrong.
How? Because
Having a bond. What's your definition of bond? Though?
Like say you got a new man, right? So you got a boyfriend, girlfriend, y'all dating, and like you still talking, you still communicating with this person that you used to have sex with. I think that's wrong.
I think
That's like all the way.
Okay.
Because I think
in a way, I think that's wrong too. I will agree with you, but also I think that you can still be cool, like not just like y'all texting, y'all like kicking it and things like that. Like you can still be cool, and in some instances, sometimes the friend group intertwines, so you have to see this person. Like y'all have to at least be cordial. You gotta like, and there's no point in y'all being together if y'all friend group are intertwined and y'all beefing. Like at one point, it's gonna get like there's no point for us to beef. Like we could just be cool. You feel me? It could be something like that. But like texting, y'all hanging out by yourself, y'all like having like a friendship. That's a little weird. But also sometimes people just don't work out. You know, some people just are better off as friends, and they both, as long as y'all got that mutual understanding that okay, this is just what it is, and we not meant to be together, and I'm not looking at you like that, and it's always gonna be like that. I think that's fine. But I think the hard part in that is introducing that into your new relationship. But that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, because you trying to bring that up to like your new man or your new girlfriend. Like you are gonna understand why they're pissed off. Especially if they find out that y'all have been together.
You gotta tell them off rip.
So y'all, you adding stuff to the fire. That
because we talking about how I still don't know how to ask men.
So we gonna get to the money. We're gonna circle back to the money part. But before we get to that, like. Chris, what you're saying is that you're coming from a mindset of saying that, yo, like we still cool and we still fly. No, having a bond don't mean we still cool and still fly to the point where we still talking to each other every day. That's like that gray area like we trying to break up. I'm not talking about the gray area. I'm talking about that space where okay, I moved on, you moved on, but
if we see each other outside, it's still good. Good vibes.
There's no bad blood. You know what I'm saying?
If you need something, like if your car get a flat and you really don't got nobody to call, like I'll come help you type thing.
Bree, you gonna get into a big argument with your man if you do that.
What if I don't have a man at the time?
Cody, stop. Cody, you know damn well if your girl goes
out in a different. No. Listen. Yes. Before you get to that,
you gonna be mad.
Yes. What you tell you? Yes. Right. Yes to what you're saying. Right. But no to we're not adding that component to it. We're not adding outside variable. We're just talking about what me and you got going on. Me and this young lady got going on. We not together, but we still fly.
Right.
So we can still be fly and not be having intercourse, not talking to each other every day, but there's no bad blood. Like you can't.
Bad blood is the key word here.
Yeah.
No bad blood.
This is what I want you to get in your head is, and just people watching it at home watching. How can I go from saying I love you, telling you I love you?
Oh, you can.
And then just even think about a breakup, right? I just went from telling you I love you all the time, and then within 6 months I don't love you no more.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not. Might not be in love with you, but I still have love for you.
Not that love you.
If you haven't
depend on what you did.
See, that's one thing we keep putting and these components. Quit putting negative shit on it. Let's think positive, right?
So relationship went good to as much as it could.
Yeah.
Y'all realized y'all going on separate directions, and you was like, all right, let's end it off. So end cordially, and then y'all just see each other in passing and say, hey, that's what's up. Okay.
Well, you still got love for her.
You see each other on the gram. Like, one thing we got to stop doing is just realizing that, like, yo, we all been with a person before, dating a person and kicking with a person and just be like, you know what? this is cool for right now, but I don't see myself with you.
You comment on my girl
Yeah.
shit. Don't comment on my girl post. Y'all used to be together.
I'm not saying though, but we all know that. We've all been that guy or that girl was like, well, this is cool, but we know I just don't see myself with you.
Well,
So like, yo, we break it off. Don't mean it was bad, but we just knew we didn't see each other. You know what I'm saying, with one another. So with that being said, why can't we be cool?
We can be cool. Well, Chris still he's still pondering.
But
nah.
But the whole asking for money thing, I think if we're having sex with each other and we kicking it and we got a good relationship,
and you coming over my house and I'm cooking and you eating.
yeah, if we in each other's lives,
Spaghetti.
yeah, you ask if you ask that guy that you sleeping with for some money, I don't think the ask is the problem. It's how you gonna respond to the answer you're gonna get. So if he say yes, I got you, babe, with how much you need. If he say no, I don't got you. But what is the no? Is no, I don't got it, or is it a no? Like if he gonna give you one of them long thought, well, I don't think we should be asking.
That's my
money.
thing. After I hear the no, it's really like conversation over. Especially if you don't give me if you don't give me a reason as to why. Conversation over.
What if he just don't got it?
Say that. Say, you know what? I don't even got it right now, babe. That's fine. I'm not going to ridicule you for that. But if you just be like, nah, because your ego don't want you to tell me that you don't got it, sayonara.
So that's okay.
Ain't that what they say?
I get you.
Sayonara. What that mean?
Wait.
That means
Is that what who said?
the people.
No, I get you. I think that's a good point.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes men let their ego get in the way, and don't let your ego pass up on a wonderful woman all because you don't want to let me know that you ain't got it like that. That's fine. You didn't have to entertain the conversation in the first place. You could have hit me 6 hours later and been like, my bad, shorty, I didn't even see it.
Yeah, I mean, that's an adult conversation.
That's the way to get out of it.
That's the way to get out of it.
That's
6 hours later is crazy.
Adult conversation is to say like, yo, I don't got it right now. And now how that young lady respond to you, that's on her. But I think personally, I feel like her asking you is a step. No, I wouldn't say that because most women are used to men just giving money, especially good looking women. They used to like that's kind of the norm. So I think him being honest with you is more than anything. So if you want, especially if he's not a guy that leave with his wallet, even if no matter of fact it's your money, there ain't no thing with no step class. It's your man, you the man, you work for your bread, so it's your money, right? So if he's honest with you and tell you like, no, I ain't got it, or if he tell you like,
gotta respect it.
You gotta respect it. I don't.
But if you
I
just
don't
tell
like
me no, that's gonna make me feel like you don't like me, and that's my thing. Don't make me feel like you don't like me, because when you start making me feel like you don't like me,
Well, that's an honest answer though. It's like no, I don't want to give you no money.
No, you don't want to give me the money. Is you saying no? I don't like your ass.
No, that's not.
No, I'm with Bree on that.
Really?
I'm with Bree on that.
That means I don't like you if I want to give you money.
I'm with Bree
Yes,
on that. Because
1,000%.
if I
see
fuck
what's
with
going
you,
on
if you the girl, think about it. If I fuck with you and you in the bind, it's like what you need the money for. If am I spoiling you, or if it's like you need it for something?
What if I just want to keep that money for myself?
Well, then it's like you gotta check the temperature of the relationship. Are we in a relationship?
This is what I said.
Is our relationship at a status where you could just ask me for $100 and I'm gonna just give it to you?
Are we together?
It don't even matter if you together or not. Like if
It's just
depending
the bond we got,
the bond we got,
how we rocking.
So you gotta ask those type of questions. But I hate for guys that I hope you don't like send a girl no whole long ass paragraph or like that shit that dude did on TikTok when a girl said she was like, yo, I want to go out, just sending him stuff like we can go out and like get to know each other. And dude responded like, yo, I just paid rent and I did this and this and that.
Oh yeah. Don't be giving too much
that shit goofy.
Explanation.
Like it's like the most you can do is be like, yo, I ain't really got it right now. You know what I'm saying? But how can we make this happen? Like what you need?
Yeah,
Like,
or be like, I got you. Whatever. Like, I got you later. Or we could do something this weekend. Or something.
Yeah, try to come up and try to figure out a solution why she
stop
need
treating these young ladies
she
like
need the
that.
bread. But nah, I don't know. That's tough though. Just coming flat out like, yo, I need some bread.
Speaking of bread.
What about bread?
What about bread?
What about bread, Bree?
You better clock that tea.
Are we going straight into that?
Shamar. Y'all better stop playing with my boy Shamar, man. He a success story, okay? I don't even know the whole story. So Shamar's manager,
Yeah.
apparently, allegedly,
Yeah, I think so.
is stealing money from him and the bape. From the bape song.
From the bape song with Fendi.
With Fendi. Okay. So Fendi got on socials and made a post telling the story about the girl. I think she called her KK. K or Kiki?
Something like that.
Something like that. It was K something. And apparently she was the manager, and because Shamar was coming, I guess Shamar was coming into the fact that his manager was taking money from him. He told Fendi, I don't know if he was confiding in her as a friend or what, but he told Fendi that he didn't want to work with his current manager anymore. It got back to the manager, and she was threatening to change the percentages so that Shamar doesn't get any money at all. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I think that's how the story went, right, Cody? Was you paying attention? I believe that's how the story went. If not, y'all please put the real story in the comments. I don't like that because I feel like they taking advantage of Shamar because he has a disability.
I could see that being a reason why. I don't know. It's a bunch of shiesty managers out here stealing money from people and artists.
This is true.
Like some people just don't know the business. I think that's Shamar's first song, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I don't think it's his first song. It's probably the first
song that
actually
money.
yeah.
Okay. So with that, you already know how when you dealing with you already know probably more than I do. Like you dealing with business like that, like people gonna try to scam you or I don't know, slim down your percentage on what you feel like you should earn, right? Mm-hmm. And with Shamar being on that song, I'm not gonna lie, Shamar kind of low key made the song.
Yeah, Shamar did. I like that song.
Right, so for Shamar to get nothing from that song.
Or for her to threaten that she's gonna make sure for him not to get nothing.
Yeah.
Especially just seeing his upward and downward spiral on the internet and his career. Like he was legit homeless last year. Everybody was like, dang, what happened? How do you get like that? But now he's back up. So it's like, why do you want to take money from dude?
I don't know.
I guess a bigger conversation I would want to address and just throw it out there to y'all. How do y'all feel about the far as like the business? Like, you know me, I always talk about the business behind like everything, right? And artists understanding the business behind it. So like she talked about the split sheets and the management. Like, okay, she did him wrong, but why was she even in a position to be able to put him like that?
My thing, okay, but also this is a different case because, and I want to say this right.
Knows what goes on.
That's their fault. Y'all lost y'all money. 1 + 1 got equals 2, and y'all need to understand how that equals each other. That's their fault.
How you feel about Fendi's video though?
Why you ask me that? Why would you ask me about that girl video? Fendi been everywhere she said and every move she did in that video.
Well,
I'm not Cody. I'm not referencing that. Y'all not finna cancel me.
Wait, you didn't like the video though?
What you mean? I love that she stood up for him because I also feel like a lot of artists get real quiet when it comes to money. And the fact that it genuinely seemed like she cared about him, like she really cared about like what happens next with him in his career, and I respect that 1,000% because a lot of people go quiet when the legal troubles and stuff come arising, as we've been seeing. A lot of people don't have much to say, so I commend Fendi for sticking up for her homie.
Fendi is really doing a big job of like supporting Shamar, like even first of all putting him on that song. And then I think now they just like going state to state.
Yeah, they doing all their platforms. They doing together.
Yeah, they
I
all
love
together.
That. I love that. She want him to
move.
win. He needs to be around more people like that actually want him to win.
Facts. I think even when Fendi, when she went to when she did the content day with us, like when I watched her interview, she just wanted to. She was talking about how she wanted to like be around people that care, like that's not fake, right?
Yeah,
I
that's
feel like
not out to just get something.
Yeah, I feel like she probably experienced that more with her song last year with Cardi. That like all these people come rushing to you and support. Like, oh my God, Fendi, you the next up and coming artist. We love you. Blah 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 blah. And then like seeing probably like the fallout later, like people like not as interested in you.
Yeah,
and they don't want to follow up, and like they just wanted you for that moment. Like even everybody that was there at the shoot, like everybody was there just to like mooch off the situation, honestly. But it's crazy out here.
I don't think we should blame Shamar though. I don't think we could blame him in this instance. Like,
I don't think you can blame him for much. I don't know much about Shamar to be like up on him, but I don't think
she got on bait.
You don't know what he's doing. Come on, sir.
Yo, we having a real technical difficulty. So I was just trying
You ever heard of turning your volume, like your thing down? Don't nobody want to hear click, 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 tap, tap, tap all day. Like,
why you gotta do it like that though?
Because stop it.
It's a different way to tell your friend like, yo, hey.
My thing with you, we ain't finna do this. Like, we don't laugh. I'm not finna do this with you.
You be going to the max, like you do that.
Cause
like,
I did that.
But you had a whole extra little look about it. Like, how the fuck do I supposed to know what that means?
Because you was still going like that. My thing is, how don't you hear that? Because it be the stuff that we all be like, we hear it and you don't hear that, and it's coming from you. That's probably why I be so forceful, because it's like you could easily just turn the little button and make all of that go away.
Got on bait.
Y'all see what Trump doing, y'all? Y'all see what Trump? He see what he doing to us? He dividing the black community.
You know what? We ain't talking about Trump. I don't got no president.
Oh man, what's next on the agenda?
Let's see what else we was talking about. DJ Envy and his daughter dressed up for Halloween. It could have gave anything. It could have gave Arthur and DW. It could have gave Barney and Baby Bop. It could have gave.
I don't know, something a little more
PG-13.
Yeah. Because DJ Envy had his daughter dressed up as Lil' Kim, and he was Biggie. But I think she was Lil' Kim. She was Lil' Kim and she was Aaliyah. So, like, the one with Lil' Kim, though, she was the one from, I forgot what song that was.
I didn't see Aaliyah. I saw Lil' Kim. And
I
saw the video.
But yeah.
She's a great actress. She did a good job.
No, that's a wild outfit, though. That's a wild outfit.
The outfit was a little wild. The little swimsuit was a little wild for me.
Swimsuit was crazy.
I wouldn't have done that I would not have put my kid in that at her age.
Yeah, because how old is his daughter?
They could have been crisscross. Why they couldn't be crisscross?
Do y'all feel like, so if he's a fan of Lil' Kim, he's from New York, as a parent, if the parent approved it, why is the internet having such an outrage?
Because I'm gonna look at you.
Because we don't want to see it. People need to understand, when you put stuff on the internet, you automatically
open it up to criticism.
You can't be mad and be like, well, this is my kid, da, da, da. No, you know somebody gonna have a problem with it. So if you're gonna have a problem with somebody having a problem with it, then don't put it on the internet. Send it to your group chat.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's inappropriate to have a 7-year-old, 8-year-old dressed up as Lil' Kim.
I just think long term. At my big age, if I knew that it was a video out there of me 8 years old thinking I'm Lil' Kim in a swimsuit, and my daddy said it was cool, you know how blue I'll be at my daddy?
Wow. Because my thing, like, we all know.
I'll be real blue. Because why would you put me in a swimsuit and a fur coat and some wigs at 8 years old and have me portray this lady? And it's Lil' Kim. Like, I love Lil' Kim. But
her lyrics,
it's not age appropriate.
Not age appropriate at all.
I'll be pissed.
And knowing that is weird people on the internet.
Yes, people
It's
do a lot
weird,
of
strange
things.
people on the internet. I don't even, like, my one friend, she don't even post her daughter. Like, because people just be weird. Like, you never know what they'll do with a picture of your child. Or comments they'll say about your child. People probably save that picture of his daughter. And, like, it's pedophiles out here.
Yeah, there was just
but it's crazy people out here.
An AI pic of Culture, Cardi and Offset daughter. They had to, like, address that, like, make a statement about it. Because somebody, like, edited an AI photo of Culture.
I see.
What they do with it?
They just put it on the internet.
It
wasn't a real. I can't remember what was on the photo, but it wasn't a real photo. It wasn't her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's some strange people out here. So I don't know.
People do strange things. Yeah, I just thought you just had to take extra precaution with your kid, and that just wasn't giving. Protecting my child from anything. I get it, but you also Lil' Kim has been clothed a couple times. You could have clothed her up. You could have clothed her up.
I'm with you when you right.
You could have clothed her up.
All right. What else we got? Thug home.
Congratulations. Welcome home. Thugger.
How do we feel about Thug taking the plea and coming home?
Oh, I think they got him on something bad, though. They got him on something crazy. Like 15, they say he can't even live in Atlanta. Like, he can't live in Atlanta. He got 15 years probation. I think a certain contact he can't have with gang members. Mm-hmm. The regular probation, so can't be around guns and all that, drugs. But he did say he wants to make music with Gunna, though. I think that's probably the most thing I'm excited about.
Do you think so? You're not one of those people under the impression that Gunna snitched?
No. I don't think Gunna snitched. I think Gunna did what was best for him to get out the situation. Like, I don't think he snitched. I think he just took a plea, right? He took a plea as well.
And he admitted that YSL was a gang. And he admitted that he was around when YSL did gang shit.
Because I don't know Gunna. I can't speak for him.
Did he specify on the gang activity that he was around?
No, I don't think he did that.
I'm just asking because, like, a lot of people could say they're a gang.
They say he was.
I know people that got, like, not church gangs, but, like, they be like gang, like,
yeah,
dance teams that be gangs. That don't mean that they do
gang, like
real
like
gang
criminal activity.
What do y'all say to the people that say like 15 years of probation is too long?
I don't know. I feel like he's grateful. Be grateful he's
jail.
out. Whether it was 20 or 25 years, be grateful that he out.
Yeah, cause I seen his dad, Thug dad, came out and said it's like they did too much with that sentence and 15 years. But like you said, be grateful just to be out of jail.
Okay, because he could have been doing 15 years in jail. So the fact that he doing 15 years on probation and he can still move around, he just don't gotta come back to Atlanta. Like, y'all better pack up and move to LA and Miami.
Exactly. Like he just can't live in Atlanta. Like, it's a bunch of Georgia live around.
Yeah. And Thug's still young, right? He only in his 30s. Yeah, he's still young. He'll be all right. Like, I feel like, because it's like, stop giving people a reason to do stuff.
What you mean?
There was a reason why there was a case. There's a reason why it was a case. There's a reason why some of our favorites are locked up right now. Stop giving people a reason to do stuff. And we out here saying free this, free that, free everybody else. I get it. I do want everybody to be free. But stop putting us in a position where it's hard for us to free y'all. Because y'all, like, come on now.
Yeah, don't do nothing. Yeah, Thug, you do something else stupid. I can't.
And it's pissing me off. How many free my homies are we going to do? How many free rappers we going to do? It's pissing me off. We not going to have rap no more.
We gonna have rap. We just gonna have.
It's gonna be very much so popcorn rap.
It's gonna be Cody.
So,
okay, the little Codys of the world.
So
ABC Cody.
That's crazy. So so what you're saying is you would rather your rappers not live their raps. You want fabricated artists.
You know I didn't say that.
That's what you're saying because all they doing is really just doing what the lifestyle.
It's a difference from rapping the lifestyle that you've had to live before. And be in a position where you can migrate out of that lifestyle and you choose not to for whatever reason.
But if I built a fan base and built the ecosystem off this lifestyle, off these type of lyrics here, and if I start rapping about this type of stuff and moving like this, I can potentially lose. Like, it can affect my bottom line.
That's why you hire people that know how to build your brand the correct way.
Exactly.
I
Get you a co-fan base.
Do you don't see like T.I. and like
I don't think
Young
he was
Jeezy
building a
still
solid
doing
case.
T.I. just got 70 million.
Yeah, T.I. ain't doing none of that gang stuff no more. Like T.I. out the streets. T.I. been out the streets for a minute.
I think a better example to me would probably be a Hove.
Yeah, I would say Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Even
or
a Jeezy.
I said Jeezy.
I would give it to T.I. I'll give it to T.I.
The reason why I won't say T.I. because T.I. is not relevant in music like that. T.I. is more relevant with, like, he's done comedy, he did TV shows.
He ain't relevant in no comedy. Let's.
I'm just saying T.I. is more so like he's trying things.
He's multifaceted.
Like
Like,
a brand.
I feel like, the average rapper
Wait, you say he's not
doesn't
relevant?
really migrate the way that T.I. has migrated. Like, T.I. has literally tried a lot and has been successful in a lot of different things.
He has. That's
You
like,
said
He has a family-based television
Great show.
Not a rapper,
I love that show.
but he's not actively like making music. He's not.
He's
actively
still
dropping albums.
making music. Y'all not listening to it.
T.I. is not actively pursuing a music career. Of course, he still can do music. That's like saying Snoop Dogg is actively seeking a music career.
Well,
No, Snoop is fucking one of the biggest brands in hip hop, one of the biggest brands in just fucking the world.
Okay.
If he does music here and there, that's because it's a fun thing to do. But he's not actively having a career in music.
well, what do you mean like actually having a career
Lil
in
Wayne,
music? Like
Lil Wayne is actively considered. I'm still a rapper. I'm still dropping albums. I
you
still
say
want to do
pursuing.
tour. Like, this is like my most known thing. What I'm known for is making music. T.I., that is not what he's currently known for. Snoop
Wayne-
Dogg, Hov, they're known for different things.
That's because they made money from it. T.I., Lil Wayne tried it. Lil Wayne tried to have it. I don't think he ever tried to have a TV show, but he was trying to do merch. He was trying to do like design. He was trying to be a skater. He was trying to be a guitar player. He was trying
Don't
to do
say trying, because he did all of those things successfully.
He did do it all. He did it. I don't know. Like, you just aren't as successful in that lane.
That's a different conversation. The conversation we're having is not
T.I. was successful.
We're
in
not
that lane.
talking about if they successful or not. We're talking about them actively still pursuing the music. So
But
if
the thing is,
who do you know that's actively started their career, didn't take no breaks and they pause and do no pivot, that's still rapping throughout the times and hasn't that changed their subject matter and still have their fans base follow them and still be successful? That started out with Gangsta Street, that type of rap. Who do you know?
What do you think of? Say that again.
So who do you know that started out with Gangsta Street rap?
Okay.
And now that has, let's say, a 10-year run, 15-year run in music, that's still actively like competing in music, still dropping albums. Like, they're known for being a artist. They're not known for being an influencer, a TV, or a brand. Like, they didn't pivot their brand. They stayed like actively dropping music consistently.
That's been doing it for 10 plus years.
Yeah, they're doing it for.
I feel like T.I. is known for being an artist. He's not known for
got his
ATL.
he
He's
got
not
his-
only known for ATL and
T.I., we don't look forward for the new T.I. We don't look forward for the new T.I. album. T.I. is not actively
you
trying.
saying right now.
But
Yeah, over the past 5 to 6 years, like T.I.'s not
He
really.
dropped the song with Lil Baby that was actually really good.
That's dropped. Like, he can still rap, but T.I. is not actively getting up every day and pursuing rap as his day to day. That's just something I can do.
2 Chainz. I'm put 2 Chainz in there.
So you say 2 Chainz subject matter change, but I would never say 2 Chainz as a street. I wouldn't put him in that street hood.
He's like
realm.
definitely street.
He makes trap
that's
music, but you don't look at 2 Chainz and be like, yo, 2 Chainz was out here shooting people,
He was
killing
out here
people.
duffel bad boy.
You looked at him like trapping, getting some paper.
Like
I'm talking
hustling.
about like hardcore street.
You talking about drill.
Like, not even, no, the drill is hardcore street rap that was living a lifestyle that was
You can't wait. Well, who would you say?
But trapping
who would
has
you name
nothing
like
to
that
do
then?
with hardcore street.
a good person, a good example of that would be Gucci Mane. Like, Gucci Mane.
Gucci ain't out here still rapping. We looking forward to it.
Exactly.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
though. I'm not saying he's still actively looking for
Exactly.
it. I'm saying that when Gucci Mane came out, Gucci Mane 2 Chainz came out probably around the same time. They had a heyday. Their subject matter was totally different, and what you looked at to Gucci Mane, how you looked at 2 Chainz is totally different. Gucci would be like the same way we looking at a Dirk, or we trying to look, we looking at a Thug, like in the streets, has shit going on, robbing people, like living that lifestyle and portraying it in his music. What I'm saying is somebody that's did that, and over time they switched up, like you said, they got a brand, they switched up and never stopped dropping music and changed their subject matter and still successful. Like people not going back and saying, man, I miss the old Gucci, or this new shit ain't hitting like that. Can you name me an artist?
So you're saying Gucci is not that artist?
No, he's not that artist.
Okay.
I thought you said he was.
That's what I was
No,
confused
I'm saying
about.
Gucci is
Yes, but we said this, Jeezy. People look forward to Jeezy new music.
But the thing is,
I'll give you 50-50 on that,
That's
because
the
I,
thing, though,
as a Jeezy fan, I rock with some of the new shit
But
he's dropping.
also his subject matter has
changed.
elevated.
Yes, but his fans, core Jeezy fans, still want the old Jeezy.
You're gonna that's inevitable with anybody.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's inevitable with, I feel like, any artist that has longevity in the game, because you grew up with that artist. There's some part of growth within you as a person and that artist. So as that artist grow, you're gonna grow. So even if you stay and there's no growth and no elevation in your life, and this artist 10 years alone, you gonna forever want that old music, because that's the music that you connected with. Or vice versa, if you do get to elevate as much as that artist elevated and his subject matter changed, you on the same type of level that they on, you're gonna connect. So you're gonna want both of those. Like, you're gonna want the old and the new from that artist. So I feel like it really just depends on the person.
Right. But I get you on that point. But when we relate to people like Thug and Dirk, that's what the sound that people want. People want that from them.
But I also feel like Dirk
was trying.
He's on the trajectory of that elevation.
Dirk was. Don't
say was. Dirk is.
Okay, Dirk
is proven guilty. Smirk is innocent.
Dirk is on that track. He's on that traction. He's in that lane.
To change his music subject.
Yeah, but it doesn't even have to be changed forever. Because even I feel like when you listen to like 444, of course it's all about like grown men owning businesses and stuff. But he still talk about his past. Yeah. So I feel like Dirk is on that trajectory. I feel like he could be one of those artists where it's like, okay, I still love old Dirk because Dirk came from the trenches, but I'm gonna still rock with new Dirk and the Dirk that's coming out in years to come, because he's growing up, and he only 30.
Ooh, I just thought about something. A lot of people that didn't like the All My Life song is a bunch of people that like are still like in that street mentality. Like it became a radio hit because it's more for people, like normal everyday people.
But y'all, and then that's how you put artists in boxes too. Like, it's okay. People are supposed to make different type of music. That's how music elevate and evolve. That's how like blues became part of gospel, and gospel became like, that's why we got Christian rap now, because of so many different genres of hip hop. So it's okay for artists to dip into other areas, and if it don't satisfy the fans that they came up with, so what? Think about all the other millions of people that song satisfied. Think about all the kids that actually get to sing that song in the car, opposed to when we was growing up and we was singing My Neck, My Back, and we knew we wasn't supposed to sing that song.
But if I'm an artist, so the conversation originally started off from, you saying, yo, we tired of saying free rappers, so we tired of losing our rappers to a certain lifestyle. But you want me to translate to something else and make a different type of music. But if it's not authentically who I am, the music not gonna be good. So if I'm still trenched out, I'm gonna be rapping about trench shit. If I still got hood people around, I'm gonna still rap about hood shit.
And that's your choice.
That's on the artist then. You got to switch your lifestyle.
Yeah, that's your choice.
If you still doing the same shit you was doing 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago. I'm talking about as an artist. Yeah. Like, if you still around the same people. But even
when I say don't give us a reason, like I particularly was not specifically talking about the music, but also niggas like Nelly did a country song and went back to doing regular hip hop.
Yeah. I think we kind of all over the place with the joint, but I do get the points. I get the points. How we feel about Mariah the Scientist holding down Thug, and some people that say she's kind of delusional, like holding down on like what if people did them years, or just the whole fact that the girlfriend, like as a woman, let's say just taking it off Mariah that Scientist and Thug, Like, Bree, just do you feel like what would have to be in place for you to be in a relationship with somebody?
Yeah,
For you to hold them, you would hold them down through a trial like that.
Bree ain't holding it down for nobody, man.
Yourself, and then what do you just by you speaking from a woman's brain, like what makes women
This
do
is
shit
my
like that?
thing. If I'm in love, if I'm really that in love with you, which if I'm really that in love with you, I'm locked in. Like I'm here. Like I don't need nobody else. Even if you are locked up. And then as we saw, like Thug made sure she got stuff for her birthday. Like she made sure that she was at all of like his visitations. She made sure that the kids was good and things like that. Like those are ways to make your presence felt while you're away. And it's just like imagine if you date somebody that's in the army. Imagine if you date somebody that literally always has to travel.
Would you travel with them though? Cause like the army, they can bring their wife everywhere.
I think that's going on a different subject, but
A little bit.
I would just because I like to travel. I like new things. But going back to the situation, I think Doug made it his point to make sure his presence was still felt, even though he wasn't physically there. And I think that's part of the reason why Mariah was so like, yeah, I'm gonna stand beside my man. But for me, if there's a possibility that you can get through this, yeah. Even during the trial, during the situation, I'll still be there for you. But depending on what the outcome is, like we gotta be realistic. 20 years and you think I'm finna in this free world? Like I can't do it. I can't do it.
Do you think Mariah's science was like overdoing it with the antics on socials? Like I love the fact that she made sure he talked to his kids, so I give him that part.
She
but
was
like
not overdoing it. Nope. When she made sure Free Thug flashed on that screen. Oh, when she had her own tour that I went to earlier this year. I'm not mad at her for stopping her tour with Lotto to go be with her man because that's her man. And it's like you could feel it. Like the girl started crying on stage that night. Like she was like, y'all, I love y'all, but I'm ready to get the fuck. Like y'all know I'm trying to go. Like you haven't been with your man how long? How long it's been?
It's like 2 years,
However
2 years.
long. It's been a couple years. That's too long. You out here fighting people while he locked up.
Was she?
Yeah, she was fighting some girl at the hookah lounge out there. Like, it was a lot. So, yeah, like, it's one of those, if you put in all that work, like, there must be some type of, like, unconditional love there. And I feel like love like that is worth fighting for. Okay. I wish I had love like, not like a love like my man be in jail and then I got to wait on him. But, like, I want, like, I want an unconditional love like that. I want to be like, what's the word? What I'm finna leave this bitch? Like, my man is calling. Like, that's what I want.
Like,
I'm not mad at Mariah at all. So, and she a Scorpio, so we be here.
So what takes for as a woman? What can men do, or like how, even if we can do something, maybe that's just like a natural energy thing. But like, I don't know what can men do to secure their woman that much where they feel like, yo, I'm like to be like that. Like, what are some things
to be like locked in like that?
Yeah, what are some things?
Stop entertaining these hoes. One, make sure we good. It's not just all about the material stuff. Like, I feel like the best connections, make sure we good and let us be able to make sure y'all good. Because y'all try to hide so much from us, but I think a lot of times y'all don't understand. That makes us feel like we don't know y'all. Like, y'all be like, well, why I tell you my problems? Because you ain't going to solve them. But it's like, that don't mean I don't want to know what's going on with you. And then when you have a crash out and a breakdown, you like, well, nobody ever asked me how I'm doing. Nobody ever, blah, blah, blah. You don't communicate enough. Like, you don't, like, put that ego to the side. Like, once you put your ego to the side, strictly for your woman, I'm not saying for anybody else, you don't got to put your ego to the side. For your homeboys, for your sisters, brothers, whoever. But once you put your ego to the side for, like, your woman, I feel like it's a whole different level of, like, love unlocked there that makes her feel safe. And once you make us feel safe, like, we be good. We locked in. But y'all gotta get past that. I can't tell her everything, or I don't need her like worrying about me too much. Cause it's like it's okay for us to worry. It's just like if you got a child, like you supposed to worry about your child because you care. It's not making y'all look or feel inferior. I don't know if I'm getting too deep.
No, it's just like it ain't about getting too deep. I'm just interested just to hear.
Yeah, like y'all can open up a little bit more. Like the more y'all close up and the more y'all try to be like the man and the provider, like it. I don't want to say it turns us off, but it just if I'm around a man that I feel like I don't fully know, why am I here? Okay. Let me go fully know somebody else.
You gotta throw that one in. Just interesting perspective on it.
I need a man.
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like. It's crazy.
But now, shout out to Mariah the Scientist.
I love her.
Shout out to Thugger. Shout out to our people that's watching. I know I just didn't get a chance to see it, but we had an ad up there for the Ben Noir Curator Summit. I just got added to the list. I'll be on that little jump.
Yay, Cody.
So if you at home, if y'all watching, scan that QR code, make sure y'all RSVP. And get y'all tickets to come see me moderate a panel.
I gotta buy a ticket.
I mean, I can holler at them and see if I can like a plus one.
You ain't have no picture of you in a suit though. Like you ain't have no better picture in like in a suit. Everybody else had suits on. You had
that one picture. He's like leans to the
side. Like why are you doing this? Like, you definitely got a better picture of that in your
Cody, you got so many pictures.
You got a picture with you.
Why you ain't sitting on your Grammy picture?
Oh God,
I ain't really like. I don't know.
Your picture from the Grammys is a really nice picture.
That's just like so long ago.
Who knows that?
I guess.
You don't look no
I still had hair on that picture.
That's probably why
I could have photoshopped this.
And I didn't want to use none of the pictures from the live because it was some good pictures, but they was all with the mic right there. So
you could have used your what's the word? The one our class picture.
I definitely could.
You could have used the class picture.
I feel like I used that one a lot.
So what?
That's
Who
what
cares?
they use. That's what they use.
That's how people remember. That's you. Because it's reminding them of the picture.
I need some pictures like that.
Use them pictures. I still use my same pictures. So I'm like, my hair ain't even that color no more. I'll throw a picture.
Well, we supposed to be having a shoot, right, Bree? So we can get some of these pictures, right?
We supposed to have a shoot. We got to talk to our
visual director.
Visual director.
Me?
We need a live stream shoot.
A live stream shoot?
Like when people book us.
So we on flyers and shit?
When we did Lil Rail, Cody put like a little circle with my picture and then a circle with his picture.
Okay, we
just need like a press photos.
Press photos
for the live.
Type team. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it done.
What else we got to talk about? It's 2:00.
Fendi.
Oh wait. We was talking about Lil Wayne just a few topics ago.
Oh, we did talk about Lil Wayne. So a Hot Boy Louisiana Fest Hot Boy reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Cash
you said
Money.
You had a theory. That's why we talking about it.
I do have a theory. I wanted to go somewhere with that.
All right.
Well, first of all, I guess we could start with just the whole festivities. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the Hot Boy, seeing Cash Boy reunite after 20 years, just seeing like BG, Turk, and all them on the same stage with each other.
Oh, nice. Louis, his festival. I'm pretty sure there's other artists on the lineup, right?
I'm not sure. I didn't get a chance to catch it.
It was other people on the lineup. But yeah,
I think the biggest news that came out of that was Wayne addressing the Super Bowl.
Do y'all think that's a little bit of entitlement?
It's hella entitlement.
Only because do I think that Wayne can perform at the Super Bowl? Yes. Do I think he should perform at the Super Bowl? Yes, I do.
No, Bree.
I do. But to feel like it was like taken from you, I think is a lot. Only because how many artists get to do the Super Bowl in their hometown?
Nah,
0.
It literally just became a thing when they did it in LA, and everybody was like, "Yo, they did it in LA. Now it's gotta be a thing." So.
No, right? So it's not like that's like a thing. Like we're obligated to.
Nah,
Rihanna's not even from here. She performed at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, like we're not obligated to pick you just because we in New Orleans. Although I do think he should be able to do the Super Bowl in one of the upcoming years.
I think he should have been able to do the Super Bowl.
Because it was in New Orleans?
No, definitely not. Not this year. I think he should have been able to do it some years ago. Like back when Wayne was really, really, really popular, like when he was really high, like 09, 07, like 2010, like around that time, like he should have been able to do it then.
No.
Why not?
Because I feel
he was hot.
It ain't about being hot. It's about being legendary. You gotta hit that legendary status.
I can't let you get away with that because they had Lady Gaga do it, and like she was only out for I think like 5-6 years.
You know how legendary Lady Gaga was at the time, though.
But that's like 5-6 years in her career. Wayne been doing this for 20 years.
Did she walked around with meat on her dress? I would put her on the Super Bowl stage. That is legendary. That's iconic. And I'm not saying Wayne wasn't. But also, I feel like we're still just not coming into the whole, like...
Because they're like Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars had the same thing. Like, Bruno Mars probably...
Bruno Mars is... You naming people that are one of one.
I know Bruno Mars is fantastic. But, like, I think he was doing the Super Bowl, like, early in his career. Like, maybe a few years into it. He was a feature.
He was a feature.
It wasn't his Super Bowl. He was a feature.
He was a feature. But I feel like they should put Wayne on one of the Super Bowls. I just feel like there was a lot of entitlement surrounding that. But I also think that is a product of letting the internet like navigate your feelings.
True.
And navigate how you move. Because if the internet wasn't making that big argument between him and Kendrick, then he wouldn't have made a statement about it. He wouldn't have apologized on the internet. He wouldn't have said it hurt his feelings or nothing.
Yeah, because I think his problem. I think it's because he went on his podcast or whoever podcast and he spoke about it and he was like, I want to do the Super Bowl in New Orleans. That'd be so cool. Like
it would be cool.
It would be cool,
they gonna pick you.
But no, bro, you not making it. It's okay.
He gonna make it 1 year. They probably gonna pick him for like the next 2 years.
But I've been seeing some of his performance, so people don't like how he performs.
That was a thing too, but I think that's getting too deep into it.
Really?
For the subject matter, because Cody still ain't tell us why he wanted to bring up Louisiana.
I don't know. Why did you want to make up Louisiana, Mr. Mac?
There was a theory that you had yesterday that you didn't want to disclose with us about Louisiana's fest.
No, I just had a little tip about something, but
okay. Do you remember? Do you remember?
Yes. I just hate. It just be crazy.
We know.
People doing some.
Y'all want to pray again? I feel like we had a good show because Ashley prayed.
People gotta quit doing too much.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
No, what I was gonna say? Jesus' name. All praises. So we talked about Louisiana Fest, and the theory that I had, I like that it brought just back like hip hop crews and groups, right? Mm-hmm. And it was like, like the Hot Boys, we had No Limit Soldiers, like, I wouldn't count the St. Louis and they
Cali
tried
Swag District.
Yeah, no. Like
what's the cat? Those the dudes that used to jerk, the Cat Daddy dudes.
Yeah, it's the Cat Daddy dudes.
I'm talking about people that actually had impact on culture. Like you had.
What about the franchise boys?
Oh God, they had impact. They had impact.
D4L. 3-piece.
It's more than just being. It's just more than just being a group. It's more just like your impact and your stamp on just like culture, like
the Diplomats,
huh?
The
Diplomats. Like the Dipset, like Wu-Tang, like shit like that. Like you had State Property, like you had different groups, like where even your logo meant something, like what you meant to the culture, like. You could say them franchise boys, no disrespect to what they did with the hit singles and shit. But
what you mean they the reason why y'all was wearing white tees down
but
to
you
y'all
don't know
ankles.
them. You know them as them franchise boys. You don't know logos. You don't know names. You can't see them as an individual.
I know a long white tee when I see one.
All right, go ahead.
That's where you sitting alone.
I quit. I'm sorry.
You good with me?
I didn't even make my. I mean, that wasn't even legit. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But all these groups.
Talk about the crews.
Groups got these logos and
no, I just
certified members.
I literally just got thrown off. Sorry about that. I'll definitely tell. Don't even waste the time. But what I was gonna say. So yeah, we talking about different. Nah, it just be. Yeah, let's go to a commercial.
Let's go commercial. Yeah.
No, don't go to a commercial. We good.
No, let's
go.
We
good. We good.
I know.
We good.
You see something?
I don't need a commercial. We can play this ad though. This Global Mix ad. We can transition to that though.
It's about time. It's 2:14.
Yeah, we can just go. But shout out to the Global Mix team. We could definitely be on location this Saturday. Make sure y'all go check it out. We got Selena Johnson. She's gonna be one of the keynote speakers. It's gonna be really dope. So scan the QR code and get your tickets. We'll definitely be tuning into the page later on the day. You can see how you guys can win some free tickets. I want to get some students and just people, young people in the culture, a free ticket to go pull up. We got a lot of free tickets and free passes to pull up for the Global Mix. So make sure y'all do that.
Yes.
So back to what I was saying, right? No commercial. We ain't gotta go to commercial.
We should though.
We should. So back.
Listen to your producer.
Commercial break.
They say the sun and a shine for all, but I in some people world, you never shine at all.
But Marley was always in a positive mood, and growing up in the slums, it's like they were singing their heart, so they didn't want to dwell in the fact say they want to talk about criminal activity or, you know, highlight the degradation of the women from the community or whatever it may be. Singing a more positive, everything aiming this way, you know, up.
What is one thing from the entire journey that you will want the people to kind of take from you that will live on beyond you?
I just want to know when I DJ or come off my set, I just want to do something in their life that just make them real happy, because at the end of the day, a lot of people come out to listen to music, and Bob Marley said, I think he said something, I think he said, when music hits you, you feel no pain. If there's anything I can leave behind in my name, is like eternal love, light, joy, peace, righteousness, and energy, them thing there.
Give God the thanks and praises. I've been on my own, but we ain't never left alone.
You know, watching it all, and yeah, you know, I try to show love to any outlet, you know, because you got to start somewhere. You start small and then you end up big. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could end up one of those platforms like College Kid or Academics, or, you know, a big platform like the Shade Room. You never know. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's the word? They started off small. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's the word? Started off small, and now they, like, in my opinion, they the biggest media outlet when it comes to Chicago. Them and College Kid. So yeah, you know, I try to show love to everybody as much as possible, and anything that, you know, they ever need from me.
In action.
All right. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Shout out to McDonald's for giving out the chicken Big Macs. I'm about to do a review.
Oh, so it's giving like Mac chicken at the bottom and then like a chicken nugget on the top. Big Mac chicken sandwich.
I don't know how to bite in this thing. Mac sauce is on point. You can't never go wrong with Mac sauce.
It's the Big Mac sauce for sure. This is actually really decent, I ain't gonna lie.
I'll give the chicken Big Mac, I give it an 8 out of 10.
A 9.5 for sure. I'll give it a good 9.5. This is actually really good.
This is amazing. I need 2 more. Can I have yours?
I want mad chicken Big Mac right now.
They only got them. They still got them in store.
Chicken Big Mac.
They still got.
Wait.
Yeah, shout out to McDonald's, man, for
They
that.
still got
For the
them.
chicken Big Mac.
Ain't got that chicken Big Mac.
Okay, Cody, back to your theory on the Hot Boys and bringing back rap
The
groups.
groups.
Was that the theory? We should bring them back?
No, so what I want to just brace the conversation for is, so we here at the crib, right? So just like different imprints and different groups that we feel like that we have, and then who do we think that could be something like that from the crib? Because I think just watching that and just seeing the state of watching that and seeing the state of hip hop right now, I'm starting to see like hip hop needs a different spark, right? So, example, right? Star Bands is giving me how the spark, like how probably not as big as Bow Wow was, but she's like how the Bow Wow spark was. So that's something different that we didn't have in this last little 10-year run of rap, like a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I think my
Like
theory
she for the kids.
Yeah. She don't cuss. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally a kid being a kid making music for kids.
Okay.
And my theory is I feel like the next wave or the next spark is going to be like a group imprint. So
Why do you think that?
because I think that would be different. Ain't no one's done that. The closest thing to that, like in hip hop in general, that was coming to that, but they fucked it up with the Concrete Boys. Well, Yachty know.
Oh, you talking about just like recently?
Recently.
Oh, okay. So I thought you was talking about like also just for Chicago too.
I'm transitioning into Chicago,
Okay.
but recently just hip hop in general. And I see if you paid attention when that Concrete Boy shit, that shit was like becoming a wave.
Yeah.
It was coming a wave until they fucked it up. So that's what I think. Like the next best thing is going to be like an actual crew, not like we a label and we do a compilation tape, but like we an actual like
Save Money.
yeah. But from the crib, I was thinking about that, and I'm like, yo, who do we got? Like, cause we always pushing the crib. You want the crib to be the next song. Like, who do we got from the crib that can do that? And I was thinking about it, like, Save Money.
Pivot Gang.
They don't really make music.
Pivot Gang.
It's
Pivot
Save
Gangs-
Money. Not they don't.
They
Not
don't
like.
Save Money.
But that's what we
They're
had.
not a thing.
Like when I was in like high school, we had Save Money.
But was they like a crew of making music, or they were just guys? Like how I got my block.
They was making music.
Okay. But do we have a Save Money tape?
No, we ain't got no Save Money tape, but
So
we got
they weren't following this.
So because then they had the social experiment too, didn't they?
That was that.
That was
Yeah,
another thing. It's kind of like a branch off of Save Money. It's kind of like
We
they
got
tried.
Pivot Gang.
We got
I
Pivot
think
Gang.
we got Pivot Gang.
We got that's
Pivot
it.
Gang probably the.
We got the DCG
Affinity.
brothers.
They just brother.
It's not like a collective.
It was three of them at first. So
It was
almost,
3 of them.
was.
The third one was what, the DJ?
No, I think it was like their cousins.
He was actually, to me, he's probably the best rapper out of all of them. I think
Why he wasn't never?
M-Side.
Yeah, somebody MSAB.
I
Yeah,
don't ever
MSAB.
remember him rapping though.
Really?
M-Side had some shit. I like the
Yeah,
M-Side.
he
He was the best one to me.
But I don't know. I think a lot of people get weary of crews nowadays. I think a lot
Because
of
when you think about crews, you think about collabs, you think about how many times you gotta split that percentage.
I don't think it's a lot of love of music. I hate to say it. I think we too businessy right now for crews to actually be a thing because everybody's gonna be worrying about splits, like I said, like splits, money, who should be making what.
And the labels are in hell right now.
Yeah, they don't got money for no crews right now.
No.
They're not trying to fund nobody. Especially with Lil Yachty and his crew just broke up after maybe 4 or 5 months of being hot.
That ego, motherfucker.
That ego.
And it's that, like, there's always gonna be
somebody not gonna
the
be the
star. There's always gonna be somebody that's like front and center, like the leader of the pack. And then everybody else is like, am I splitting money down the middle? If everybody else not picking up the same weight that I am, if everybody else not rapping and going hard as I am. That's why ain't no crews, collectives going up except for K-pop groups.
Because they all K-pop groups, they know their place.
They know their place. They know how they dance in synchronization, and they got the same amount of bars. Everybody got the same amount of little songs, little time.
And I think,
they tried it with the girls with
Don't bring that
ASAP.
up.
No, what you mean?
ASAP.
It's a real conversation. Like
That wasn't. I don't think that was like.
ASAP, she had a group.
Yeah,
They was in that girl group. Actually,
wait,
that.
because did y'all promote it? We promoted it,
we did at one point.
and they made one post, and that was it.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. I feel like they didn't do enough for us to be like that counts.
No, they didn't do
then
nothing.
say that. Don't bring that up.
But it don't count. That's why I was saying don't bring it up because technically I don't think that counts.
No,
Like,
they really don't.
We have a broadcast, and people will want to know more in depth about it. So you have to speak on it.
But
just don't bring it up.
No.
I don't think. Yeah, I just don't think it was
they're not profitable.
It was enough. It was enough. I don't think they lasted long enough for us to be like, yeah, that was a group that we could put in that situation. Because when they was together, they was moving fast.
Yeah, and
They was opening for a lot of artists that came to the city. They was supposed to have like a reality show and stuff. So it was moving fast.
The reality show stuff.
I personally feel like that would be. I would love to see that because one thing Chicago's never had, we never had like an imprint that we like that actually made it. and it actually like it was a collective, and it was a wave. Like they made music, they had that logo, they had that wave, they have that. I'm not talking about a group of individuals and we cool and we homies. I'm talking about like a real imprint.
I'm gonna push back on you. So like Glory Boys wouldn't put that in there.
That wasn't okay. We can say Glory
Glory
Boys,
Boys and like.
but did they really rep Glory Boys, or they was just saying like?
It was because I'm really trying to because me it was a whole lot of like I didn't know which was which like back when I was young.
300 Glory
like
Boys.
300 Glory Boys, OTF, like all of them was like the same but different.
Yeah, because even with OTF seemed like it's just the guys. It's people that's OT,
but some they rap though. Are they as good? Or do you think they're as dedicated?
They rap. You can't
and
say they don't rap.
OTF did drop compilation
They rap.
tapes.
Yep.
So OTF.
I would say OTF. Okay, we got OTF. Okay, I'll give you that.
OTF. You want to put Glory Boys in there? Well, it was who would that consist of though? Like it was Keith, Ball Out, Tato.
Was the SD Glory Boys?
For a short time, but then he like broke off from them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually dropping the record too.
Tato, Fredo? Is Fredo 300 or was he Glory Boys?
That's a good question.
Good question.
I don't know.
So now with us saying that Glory Boys count and OTF count, Save Money counts.
Mm-hmm.
They have a drop
And
of tape.
the girl group counts.
At least Glory Boys dropped for Greater Glory. They dropped.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
dropped the tape together.
Okay.
That's what. Okay, so with us saying that this is what they've done, and this was you saying should be the new imprint, but we've established that we already kind of have that imprint or had that imprint. Do you think that that's the imprint that needs to be put?
Out of what we just named, I would love to see Pivot Game really lock in and do something. I think Pivot Game would be an amazing imprint to do something with, because they do have some MCs that I like. I like Chisholm. I like Fresh. Saba is of course a Saba.
I think they all good. Mello good too.
Mello, I was just gonna go to Mello. So I think Pivot would be one I would love to see like actually do a push. Cause they for one, they're creative. They got creativity, so when they drop visuals and they drop things, it be creative.
I think they just dropped like last month. They dropped something.
Yeah.
So I would love to see Pivot. Of course, the OTF thing with me, it just don't. It
Does it get messy because it's like kind of like gang shit?
Yes.
But that's part of the crew. Wu-Tang was kind of.
But they all came from different boroughs though, so they was all from different neighborhoods, and like they all came together.
Wu-Tang, not for the most part, all of them from Staten Island.
Most part.
The original, most of them they was from Staten Island.
They all
or they was like cousins and shit that lived in different boroughs, so they had a different type of connection to them. But I get what you're saying. But OTF, the only thing about OTF that I would love to see OTF stay consistent without Smirk. Like when Vaughn was here, it was like okay, they had a little. I'm not even gonna take it away from them. OTF did their thing, right? So, but the current capacity that they in now, it'll be hard to see them do a real push without Smirk. Like how we trying to do it?
Is Chucky OTF?
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to do it without Smirk.
You know what I think? I think this is like a random. My issue with people that do groups nowadays is that, like how you say, like the Hot Boys and No Limit. Like I don't want to hear the group's name in your rap name. Like
What you mean? Oh,
like I don't want to. Like I don't want to know that your name is OTF. I don't like whatever. Like just you could just be part of that.
It's getting excessive?
I think it's excessive. I think it's a little corny. Like I hate seeing it. Like
everybody got 3 letters before their name right now.
That's exactly what I hate. I hate that so bad.
But it's just like when we was growing up, everybody was Lil somebody.
But I'd rather
and
you
then when the girls came out, everybody was Cash Doll, Asian Doll, Cuban Doll, Savage Doll.
I feel like you being too.
I'm probably picky.
You being too picky on it. But I get it though.
Because how can you really establish yourself as like just you if this name is always attached to you, right?
You can rap good.
You
put
can
out
rap,
some
but
hits.
that goes back to what I'm saying. You trying to what I don't want you to do is try to like mix two different things. So we're talking about the group and the staple. The group and the staple doesn't matter what your name is or what goes on. If what we did as a imprint as the culture, if it does what it does, it just does what it does.
That's
yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm
Y'all
trying to think
talking
of
about all this rap. We need R&B
groups. We need some R&B groups.
boy
back?
groups.
No, we don't.
That's R&B boy groups is crazy.
We need the men back.
But I was gonna say
KC and JoJo.
I was gonna
New
say
Edition. Boys to Men. 3-piece. We need a new 3-piece, like a younger 3-piece.
Oh, 3-piece still around?
Shout out to 3-piece. We love 3-piece.
3-piece still around?
Baby, 3-piece go perform, okay?
Y'all crazy.
I would love to see an R&B male group, though. That would really make my heart smile.
But that's more like on the label side, I think, because I think back in the day, they was creating
Back in the day,
Yeah, back in the day.
they was creating them, but also back in the day, men loved women, and they used to stand outside and just sing on the corner like a little quartet until somebody fine walked by.
Talking about man, love woman. That's crazy.
Y'all want to be
Gang,
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Though.
Pretty Ricky.
That'd definitely be
Where y'all
interesting.
at?
You know, I thought
R&B group. Just a group period. Like, go ahead.
I thought Pretty Ricky was one dude.
Okay.
I thought Travis Porter was one dude.
See, let's
Travis Porter don't sound like a first and last name.
See, you're not wrong.
I understand, but let's not do that.
Rascal.
He wasn't the end of the group.
Oh.
Y'all just out here, man. That's crazy.
Travis Porter is really crazy.
You know, I was listening to them probably a couple weeks ago, right? I'm like, damn, this is like a forgotten group in a way. Yeah, they really a forgotten group of people.
They was hard though.
They just had an era.
They had an era.
You gotta respect that certain people just had their eras.
They had hits.
They had hits. They had especially at the club bang. They had club hits.
They had hits. They was like the watered down Migos.
Now that's an insult. What else we got to talk about? Cause
no, it's for real. They like the watered down Migos. They
don't say they watered down.
They like the PG-13 version of the
PG-13.
The fun.
All
the
those
fun
stripper girls
Migos.
want this.
Let's
Yeah,
call
it's
them
not
the fun
PG-13.
Migos.
Yeah, they could have. Yeah, they was like them.
The fun Migos.
Yeah, they was just not. They weren't trappy.
Watered
they was
down.
like.
It was fun.
Watered down is probably a bad choice of word, but yeah. That got me over here thinking. I'm really trying to think of debate like what I would love to see from the career. I don't think. Chicago, don't get me wrong, don't kill me, Chicago.
I need an R&B male group.
I don't think Chicago's R&B scene is that strong to produce a group.
Maybe that's the thing, because it's not that strong. If we do get an R&B male group, people could actually get behind it.
But that's not even Chicago lifestyle to do no shit like
that's
that.
What you saying, but you don't know till you try.
That is
right. That's true.
Cody, go ahead, man. Curate a group for us.
Because you could say that's not Chicago lifestyle for a 16-year-old girl that out here be rapping and not cursing, but look at Star Bands.
This is true. I give you that.
101.
I give you that. Shout out to Star Bands.
One thing I do want to see.
I would say this would be an interesting group to see for them to do a wave, and without saying too much, because we're still on the live broadcast. I would love to see, and just by just being around it, I would love to see something from THL. I would love to see.
You was gonna bring them up in this conversation.
Honestly, just by actually from looking at Lil Law and seeing the him alone, just seeing just me, because I'm gonna just be honest with you, I'm probably not the biggest fan of Lil Law's music, and I'm cool. He cool people, but I'm not the biggest fan of his music. Right. But I get it. And I see why people, like, when I'm in the streets, why people be like, yo, people in the streets fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with what he's saying. I see why he do the views. I see that. Mainly because who he is, what he rap about, that's who he is. So you can't, you know what I mean? So people, they relate to it. So just to see the dynamic between they look collective or hood, whatever they got, then you got Lil Law. Then you got a person like G Baby. Then you got a person like Twin, RP Lil Twin. You know what I'm saying? RP Twin. Like, you had the twins. Then you got my homie nephew Quan. Like, Quan from over there. And Quan brings a whole different dynamic, but Quan can actually rap. I would love to see that. I think when I just look about that, and somebody brought that to my attention too, like, yo, they remind them like of a No Limit type of street version, like Hot Boy type shit. And looking at them, I think they will probably do it. And they probably be the only ones that don't need no push because they do 100,000 of views on their own. So literally, if you go look at all their shit individually, they all doing hundreds of thousands of views on it.
My question is, what's stopping them from being this?
I don't know. I think that's really a question for them. Like, why they not coming together? I think egos is probably could play a part of it, or nobody ever thought about it. Like, yo, we all from the same hood, we all from the block.
Because in my head, I thought they was like a collective.
That's really just gang shit.
So all these niggas got these letters in front of their names and they ain't a crew.
I wouldn't think that they accrue, and that's the thing. Like crews ain't a business, so you might look at it like, yo, we all got this shit in front of our name, so we a crew. So that should be a label, that should be a collective, that should be something that we all behind a label would be signed of it. But most times when people like to save money or a THF or OTF, a lot of that time that shit's not really like a fucking business or a label. That's just some shit our guys that we've been calling ourselves from our block for a long time. So what we know from that just on some street shit from a lot of these different people like Save Money, them just they homies. That ain't no label.
I mean, I get that, but it's like what? So why? I get it, but it's like
you know,
it's like an overwhelming loyalty with the letters in front with the. Or
it's just your block.
I get
y'all
that,
crew,
but what
y'all
I'm
was
saying
crew, y'all
is
was
if
crew,
we all
y'all was
gonna
crew.
rap,
Ain't y'all crew love? Want y'all crew love at one point?
don't bring up.
That's real tip. That was y'all name of y'all shit was crew love.
I get, but
Y'all
we
had a whole
was also 19, 20 years old.
But that was y'all thing. Y'all was cool though. It's like in the
Stop laughing. Why'd you bringing up old stuff?
It's like
Cody?
in the movie Grease. Like when you had your grease light and you had the jacket.
We branded it. No, we branded it. We had Crew Love Radio. Mm-hmm. We did Crew Love parties.
Yeah, y'all took it to another level. But before y'all started doing that, y'all was just Crew Love, right?
I guess. My thing is, so they don't got no plans to be together and grow?
I can't speak for them individuals, but I see that. I think that'll be a spark. That's the only spark that I can see.
I think everybody's
selfish. And pivot game.
Huh?
Everybody's selfish in a way.
I don't think it's them
Not
being
like
selfish.
Not like in a bad way, but like you trying to make sure that you get on in a good enough position before you try to start pushing
helping
other people.
other. That's what Mello was kind of talking about, like making sure that you cool before you start trying to bring everybody else. With you, which makes sense, but also I don't think it's a selfish thing. I just think, like we said, I just think they probably just don't know. They probably just they probably just not even thinking about like bringing it together that way.
That take a whole lot of like effort to like make songs.
And people got to cooperate.
With each other.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
Well, I think they should, if it makes sense. I think they should. It'll be refreshing in today's climate of Chicago hip hop for them to get together and do that.
Oh, this is what I was finna say earlier. I was finna say this like a few minutes ago, but I think the biggest issue with like people not like the groups not coming up. We don't have like elders that have done it that are uplifting the young artists.
Like specifically in the city.
Mm-hmm.
We got Twista.
Twista ain't really like shouting nobody out. Twista ain't trying.
I think that's false. I think Twista does.
Yeah, Twista do a lot. I don't think Twista not internet.
Okay, I could be wrong.
I
don't see Twista like on nobody's songs.
Or it could be in 2024, just like Twista the OG, like he just don't have the same platform as Juicy he did. Like
he could still be impactful.
He can be impactful, but I also don't think that means that he has to hop on a track. You know,
I think he should.
I would love to see
him hop on a track
on some of these newer artists in Chicago. I think that'd be great, especially like Twista, Common. Like Kanye is the only person that was really trying to reach back and like put some of the new people on.
Yeah, I gotta understand names don't always correlate with entertainment. Sometimes because you have a name, it's just like a social media person having a name. And they can't put nobody in the seats when it comes to an event. A name is cool. Like, you get your OG respect. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm always giving you your OG respect.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that it correlates. That's going to correlate to listens and sales because you have a name.
I think it'll boost
Common alone don't even have he don't even have that same platform on the rap tip.
I think Common has better access for like to help younger people though. Like a younger artist. Like if you were featured on a Common song, like say I'm Kai Crusade, and I get featured on Common's new album, like that's a great look for me, and like that's also for Common. It's like okay, I'm reaching back out. I'm trying to see what's going on in like the new hip hop community. I'm fucking with it. Like for you to not reach back out to your city to try to help the hip hop community, which we know could be better. I feel like you kind of missing the ball.
I think Common does that.
I give you that.
I'm talking about musically.
Musically, I give you that. That'd be
You
a
mean
good,
like cosigns and hopping on people's tracks?
Yeah.
That'd be a good
I don't
look.
think that's a
I would love to see that.
It's cool. You'll love to see it, but I don't think that should be like a requirement from OGs.
I think so.
No, because
think so.
sometimes you just done rapping.
But then this is my thing, because we got like a strong like lyricist community out here. We don't have like the lyricist community that doesn't do that. The drill artists do it. You see Dirk put on the Chucky. You see Dirk put on a Lil King. You'll see Dirk like
But
put on
Dirk
the
is
Star
still
Band.
an active rapper though.
But I know, but
I think
Well, commentating
we
is
keep
out of
looking over the fact that you're not making a good song.
I think they not looking.
The lyrical off the wall type rappers, they're still rapping, they're still doing shit, but they're not making a good song. So yes, if Common gets on the song with Kai Crusade, if the shit is not a hit, it's a good look. But it has to be a hit to have an impact. You know what I mean? And that's the issue where we missing that. Like, 'cause if Dirk hopped on a little Zayo Summer song when Zay was buzzing,
He did.
that shit had a little bounce to it, and it was a hot record. They didn't have to force that record down your neck. A good example of not having to force a record and it still go. Look at Liquor Store.
See, the thing is,
we're gonna have a real conversation. Bro. Like, look at it. Like,
speak on.
Like, it didn't.
I didn't say nothing.
It didn't go. Not saying it was. It just. It wasn't. The song wasn't good enough for it to go. You could put anybody on the record, but the shit has to be good. And the shit not being good.
Bill went crazy on that. I like that. But go. I'm not saying. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just throwing it out there that Bill literally had a great verse.
I think everybody had a decent verse on it. But the cohesiveness of the song, it didn't translate to the people.
I don't think it was.
So it ain't about nobody hopping on a record. It's about making a good record. Now, what I will like to, we talked about Twister. I think Twister, the Casino Trail, when he remixed that Do You, I think if Twister hopped on that, you know what I mean? Because the difference between some of this shit is that when you do a classic record, it's very hard to fuck up a classic record and make it the remake be bad.
No, it's not very hard. It's very easy to fuck it up.
More than likely, people make those when they remake them older records that we liked in the early 2000s and late 90s. Them shits be going.
Depends on the type of. It depends on the artist, though. I would say it's not most.
How many have you seen and you be like, yeah, that shit's a hit? That's like a lot of. Then it'd be a lot of people go too bad that go to get the old record.
You heard the Sexy Red and Gucci Man when she did the You Don't Love Me.
I think I love him.
Yeah, I think I love him. You heard that?
Because she tried to do the same exact song and put Gucci Man on it. They didn't do no flip. They didn't do no flip to it. They didn't sample the beat. They didn't add no creativity to it. You tried to give me the same exact record, but just put Sexy Red on it. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about when you flip something to the beat.
So just taking a sample.
Taking a sample, making it, adding creativity to it, you win with that shit. And I would love to see that.
I mean, when who did it? Ashanti and the Baby did Baby. Her song Baby, Baby. And she actually got on there and like redid the vocals for it. Nice. It didn't go.
I didn't know Lil Baby even did that song.
Not Lil Baby, Da Baby.
Oh, Da Baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it didn't go, but I just feel like it's hit or miss. It all depends. I don't think that you have to be an OG and actually hop on a track with a young person for it to go. I feel like a cosign is good enough. You calling up somebody at one of these labels and giving them a bigger opportunity or one of these festivals and putting them on the stage is good enough. I don't think it's always have to be.
I might not know. Like I said, I don't know if they doing all this.
Yeah, it's probably some things that they doing behind the scenes for sure. Like,
hopefully,
Common got a whole school with a whole bunch of music kids, so ain't no telling who he putting on that we don't know about.
Go put somebody on this album, man. Have somebody produce some beats. Do small stuff. Do the small things that can help people out. Like, put a feature on there, a small feature on there. They can sing background vocals.
All right. Well, we're going to go to commercial. We got a special guest on the way, and we'll be right back.
All right, my name is Nazir Smith. I am the job developer and career coach here at Grow. And today we brought a partnering employer in, and what they did is they gave a presentation, conducted a workshop, and actually started the onboarding process. So they assisted guys with applications, assisted guys with I-9 forms, and actually gave away offer letters today. I would say about 5 individuals received offer letters today with pay, scheduling, and all the details included. So it was a great day today for some of the participants. We got some smiles, and we got a bright future ahead for those who are pursuing their career.
Yeah. It's going down. It's going down.
All right, my name is Nazir Smith. I am the job developer and career coach here at Growth. And today we brought a partnering employer in. And what they did is they gave a presentation, conducted a workshop, and actually started the onboarding process. So they assisted guys with applications, assisted guys with I-9 forms, and actually gave away offer letters today. I would say about 5 individuals received offer letters today with pay, scheduling, and all the details.
And we're back. Thank y'all for being cool during that commercial break. We've been waiting to talk about the results of last night's presidential election.
Oh, yes.
And we have a very special guest that we brought in to come and tap in with us about the election. Jamal Green.
What's up? What's up?
No, man. We ain't
What's the
getting
word?
No round
I
of
was about
applause,
to
man.
say,
What's the word?
Nah, you ain't getting no round of applause, man.
Child, I don't know how this finna go.
Nah, Mr. Green. You know I'm gonna give you a hard time because we go way back. So, but
For sure.
We do need you to I'm gonna let you introduce yourself because I know you have a plethora of titles.
Whatever the title y'all want to give me, I'm good with today.
People want to give you today. Community activist. Yeah.
Yes.
Philanthropist.
Yep.
Entrepreneur,
real estate broker.
Youngest ever run for mayor of Chicago.
Run for mayor.
Black father.
29. Father. That's number 1. Yeah.
Holding it down. He
had that bus.
R&B singer.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
And people don't know that. You trying to throw out an exclusive.
Yeah. We're gonna get it today when we get to the interview.
That's funny.
Yeah.
My first profession.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But all right, so we're like saying post election results are in. It's looking like Trump is going heading back to the White House. As a person that's been very vocal regarding politics and this election, I see you've been going crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what was your initial thoughts when you saw the results of the race?
I predicted it. I've been predicting this since Kamal got in the race. I think that it's their fault. Number one, the Democrats have dropped the ball. We cannot allow them to blame black people, black women or black men, because black women and black men showed up for Kamala Harris. It was white men, it was white women, it was Latino men, it was other groups of demographics. So when y'all see that, make sure y'all hit them on that. Like, no, we showed up the same way we showed up for every other president. The problem is that Kamala Harris did not run a campaign of hope, of promise. You couldn't name any policies. They ran a campaign on fear against Trump. She didn't have a lot of time because Joe Biden stepped down way too late. And, it didn't pan out well for him. So at the end of the day, I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was inevitable because he got 70 plus million people each election that's going to come out and vote for him. So if you don't have a big coalition or you don't excite voters to touch that 70 million, he got 71, 72 million right now. You're going to lose because he got a cult fan base that believes in his policies. I knew she couldn't beat Donald Trump, and it never was tied in my view either.
Do you feel like it was more so the fact that because you touched on a few things. You touched on her running off fear. You touched on her getting the election, getting the race late because of Biden stepping down. Those are good things you could say that was against her, right?
Yeah.
Do you think this has more to do with just America not being ready to have a woman of color or a woman period being the president?
No, and I see a lot of that just think about it like this. If it was Michelle Obama, would we be having this conversation?
I think
See,
so.
I don't know.
We wouldn't.
I
don't.
We
might.
I'm gonna tell you why. Let's
might.
look at the numbers.
It's the same
Kamala
concept.
Harris got 67 million votes. Donald Trump is about 71 million. Now, Michelle Obama would have performed better than Kamala Harris. We all know that. And black men would have voted, even in high numbers, black women and black men, for Michelle Obama, and white women as well. And so that 67 million and Donald Trump 71, trust and believe she would have been able to bridge that gap.
Yeah, she would
And
have
so-
had more time to campaign.
And she would have had more time to campaign, and she wouldn't have had to be in the shadow of Joe Biden because she's an Obama. So she doesn't have to act like she was the vice president and she got to stick next to him. You know what I'm saying? So Michelle Obama would have had a better race. But the reality is that Kamala Harris was just a flawed candidate. She was unknown. Her policy, she never done anything that people can even talk about. No one still to this day can tell me 3 reasons why they would vote for Kamala without touching Donald Trump's name. That's a problem. Democrats don't. I hear you, but I probably will have a rebuttal against them. Democrats don't run without a hopeful campaign.
Let's hit a 3.
Let's hit a 3.
I would vote for Kamala over Donald Trump.
Yeah. Without mentioning Donald
without
Trump.
mentioning Donald Trump.
Yes.
Giving abortion rights back to women.
She
in the
can't do
States.
that.
Why can't she?
Because number one, the Supreme Court has already decided on Roe v. Wade, and she's not
Can she-
going to replace the
Can you
Supreme
overturn
Court.
that?
No, that's the
Can't.
Supreme Court.
Wait, how could you overturn it the first time?
Because Donald Trump put in Supreme Court justices that agreed with him.
So could she
Kamala-
not do the same thing?
No, unless they died.
Unless they
Supreme
died.
Courts have to stay in power until they did.
Yeah.
Really?
So yes, that's the
crazy.
only reason why Donald Trump appointed Supreme Court justices is
So
because
when did
2
you-
of them died. That's how he got them.
Wait, so when do they? So they don't get reelected?
No terms, no election. They go until they're dead.
That's crazy.
Yes, and
That's
a lot of
crazy.
people don't agree with that.
That's
So
gatekeeping.
even with Kamala Harris winning, nothing would have happened with abortion, or else it would have happened under Joe Biden. It never is nothing they can do with the Supreme Court where it is. You know what I'm saying?
And I like where this is going because Chris being you Gen Z, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Gen Z.
I'm 25. I don't know how much.
So
but I don't know that
he's
pussy.
a Gen Z.
For sure.
And I think oftentimes when we have these debates on the internet, a lot of times the people are confused in actually how this shit works.
For sure.
Right. So that was an easy, even I was just saying Bree face, damn, that's how,
Because I didn't know
Yep.
he appointed 2 Supreme Court justices, and I didn't know they had to
Yeah.
stay there until.
Till they
Till they
did.
die.
So what
Do
happens
you know
if
that
you
the income, that
So
doesn't make
if you
sense.
appoint, like if y'all remember his Supreme
exactly.
Court justices, Brett Kavanaugh, and it was I can't think of her name, a white woman. They both were middle age, 50. So they stand there until they dead. You get what I'm saying? So now you got to wait till the next oldest person die to appoint another Supreme
Do they
Court
choose
justice.
to retire?
They can, but usually they don't. You get what I'm saying?
Ridiculous,
That's the thing.
because the
Yep.
older people get, the more mentally incapable they get. So how are you?
So
even
those are
equipped to
laws.
run a
Those are laws
country
that can
when
be
you're 90
changed.
years old, literally
Right.
running off the few fumes of oxygen that you got left.
But look
you
at
still sitting in
Congress.
Supreme Court.
Look at Congress.
Period.
Everybody in Congress over 65.
Okay.
So if we have a senior citizen home in Congress, so they
Literally.
won't vote to change the rules of the Supreme Court, and you would need Congress and the Senate both to agree to change the rules. And usually they're
They
not
not
the
doing
same.
that because why am I gonna lose my job? Even if I can barely do my job the right way.
For sure.
crazy.
So what's your other 2?
I was a fan of the policy of helping small business owners with a $50,000 tax credit.
Okay. And then what's your third one?
The third one would be.
Hold on, you ain't got no rebuttal. You ain't got no
I
rebuttal.
got a
on that?
rebuttal on that.
First
I just want
time-
to hear his third
fir-
one so I can give him his whole
First
thing.
time home buyers. She was trying to help people just to have homes be affordable.
Okay. So here's a couple things. A couple of these policies, both of these policies are like ways to try to buy voters. All right. One, there's already tax advantages for small businesses. She's just trying to increase it to say, oh, I will increase it. But there's no real plan to really do that or how to pay for it. Right. And if you ask her how to pay for it, she'll be like, oh, well, I'll figure it out. But these are like
Allegedly, because you haven't no one asked her that. So
no, they have asked her that. And she
what
did
she
not
said?
have an answer on how to pay for it.
So what did she say?
That she went. You know she do word salad. Y'all know Kamala Harris. Y'all know she don't
Okay,
say
that's what y'all do too. Not too much on my girl.
Y'all know it's word salad. Okay, but the thing is here's the thing. When you run for office and you don't have policies or a plan, or I'm gonna sign an executive order, I'm gonna pass this bill. All the things that you're saying are just rhetoric, right? And then when she talked about the home ownership. There's already, very similar programs right now as a broker that give 10, 15,000. She's like, okay, well, I want to increase it to 25. These are these are like pledges to try to get voters. And another thing is a lot of the policies that they move forward are for everyone, right? So these are not targeted towards black people. And that's my problem is black people overwhelmingly vote for Democrats every time. There's nobody that voted for Kamala more than black people this election, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Black people never have an agenda. When she put out the 25,000, she said, we're going to help first generation Americans, those who just coming over into the country, and they're going to get most of that money, right? So we have to stop allowing them to play black people and say, look, we voting for y'all, riding for y'all. You paying the shade room to put all your stuff up. You got Meg Thee Stallion, Beyonce, everybody twerking on stage. Why we can't have reparations? Oh, we can study it, which is Kamala's response now. Why we can't have a black agenda, office of black Americans, since y'all got an office of new Americans? So we need a real black agenda, and black people got to come together and create that and say, whoever is running, y'all got to adopt this. Same way the Jewish people do, Asian people do, every other group of people do. Black people, they just play us with entertainment. And we got to stop that.
Well, do you think that they do the same? Like, do you think that the Latino community has like an agenda that Trump is, or whoever the candidate is applying to them?
Yes.
What do you think that
I think so. Here's the thing with immigration.
Don't do I think, right? I want you. Let's speak facts, or as much facts as we can.
So here's the border situation, and people don't understand. You have a faction. See, Latino. When they say Latino, they act like they put everybody in one group. These are very different factions or groups, right? So you have immigrants, illegal immigrants, who come over here who are trying to find a pathway to citizenship, right? And those people, they don't get a lot of benefits. Most of the illegal immigrants that you'll talk to in the Latino community, they work for cash. They was running from ICE. You know what I'm saying? Like they had a hard life to be able to get something and then get the pathway to citizenship. Then you have a new group of people, our asylum seekers, the migrants, right? Those groups of people have a protection status. So when they come over the border, they say, I'm escaping my country. I was a part of sex trafficking. If they say anything like that, they automatically get federal protections. They automatically get link card, medical, rental assistance. They automatically get all of these different assistance, federal assistance that immigrants don't get. So the Latino community don't like that, right? Because when they come over here and they trying to find them a better life, they don't get no assistance. And then the asylum seekers that come over and they get all the assistance just for them saying, I'm escaping my country, it's not fair to them. So when they look at that agenda, it affects them and affects their pockets and the economy, same way as it does black people, which is why they overwhelmingly voted for Trump.
Do you think?
Hold on. So let's go back to that. You say you look at that agenda, it affects them. So you just said that basically, if I'm from basically what I just heard you say, if I'm a Latino from the country, I'm not the asylum seeker, right? I'm already in here, and I came here through a hard life and built this shit up. Me and my family, we trying to make this shit happen.
Right.
I wouldn't fuck with that policy because that policy doesn't benefit me.
Exactly.
So why would I vote for Trump?
Because of deportation.
Trump is against the policy.
Right.
Trump wants to stop the protections for the migrants and send them back home. But now it benefits me more because now those resources can come into our community and we can get access to them rather than giving all the resources.
Trump was the reason why the when the Democrats was controlling the House and the Senate with during his term, I believe, didn't he stop bills that the border control bills that they was passing?
No, that was this was false. This is what's just happened, right? So what just happened last year during the campaign season is the Democrats tried to move forward a bipartisan bill for the asylum seekers that's been coming over. Millions have came over, right? They're saying that Trump told the Republicans, don't pass nothing until I get it off, until the election happened, right? And so Kamala was saying that you was playing politics. We could have passed this bill a few months ago, right? But the reality is that the problem had nothing to do with the bill. The problem started in February of 2021. Joe Biden got in office and he signed all of these bills to allow for more asylum seekers to claim asylum. That's why the millions of migrants have came. is because Joe Biden signed executive orders to overturn the measures of Trump and make it easier for you to cross the border. And that's why when they saw they can come in and get these protections, they started telling all their friends in Venezuela and everybody else, like, hey, y'all good. Just get over to the border, get over the border and say y'all X, Y, and Z. Y'all safe in y'all country. And then that's how the millions start flooding in. So Joe Biden made the measures. Now they wanted to try to fix it with a border bill years later, but the problem was already created.
So you just mentioned the key thing. You just mentioned executive orders. Before I get into my second part of this question, can you explain to the people what executive order is?
So executive order is basically a president has the ability to. It's a power given to the president to basically move forward authority over the government in the way that he or she wants to, without Congress, right? And sometimes Congress can challenge it and say, yo, you got to come through us for that. Or, most times executive orders, they go through the legal, process, his lawyers and stuff, and they know things that they can do without Congress. So you can sign an executive order, like, for example, when they talk about student loan debt, right? This is federal money, right? The Department of Education, he can sign an executive order to allow the Department of Education to forgive debt without Congress. Why? Because Congress passes the spending, but they don't control the debt, right? So it's just it's the presidential power that you have without Congress. And what he did was he did an executive order to say, hey, y'all at the border, they can come up. We will allow this if they say they from Venezuela, if they say they claim an asylum, if they say they from sex trafficking, we will allow them to come over. And then that's what started the flood.
So question, because I'm confused about Congress, Supreme Court.
Let me get to this another question. About, you ain't paying attention to social stuff?
I was, but you know how much I got going on in life with Congress and Supreme Court? Because my question was about back to the abortion question, but go ahead.
So when you talking about the executive orders, it's a lot of people that has a fear that now that Trump has been elected, that he can sign an executive order for Project 2025. So now can you speak on that fear, and can you speak on Project 2025, and you speak on the power that he do or does not have to sign that into effect?
So number one, Project 2025 was created years ago through the Heritage Foundation. But this was just a piece that they used during the campaign to try to make it seem like it was Trump's. Trump several times said, I never even read this stuff. I never had nothing to do with it. But because he had friends.
Wait. I gotta push. But Trump has said plenty of times that he hasn't known certain people, and he's denied knowing people and have spoken about that person.
No. I hear what you're saying as far as the people
so
that
can
may
we
have been
really
affiliated
believe
with Project 2025. These are two separate things. One is if Trump wanted to institute Project 2025, he would have done it in his first term, okay? The reality is that this was made years ago through the Heritage Foundation by a bunch of Republicans that all got together in one meeting. And they all said, this is what the conservative agenda needs to be. And they wrote this full plan, and then they presented it to every Republican president, right? And of course, he's a Republican. He's around Republicans. A lot of these going to be his friends who is a part of the foundation who created Project 2025, right? But what Trump said was, yo, I never even read this Project 2025, and I don't even like a few of these people. You feel what I'm saying? But of course, when people say, well, some of your friends was over here, they're going to say, oh, this is yours, right? And that's why he released his Trump 47. Now, the Trump 47 plan. Now, here's my thing with Project 2025. It was used as a fear tactic. And my problem with that is Democrats, you should have had your own Project 2025. Where is our Project 2025 to show us what you going to do? You going to tell us what you want to make us fear, what you think they're going to do, but you don't want to make us hopeful on what you're going to do. That was my problem with using Project 2025, because Kamala should have been like, here go my Project 2025. This is all the things that I'm doing as president, and she didn't.
Do you think the Project 2025 in total, do you think that would be a good thing or a bad thing for America?
No, I think a lot of those things are ridiculous. I think some of those things make sense when you talk about the border crisis, or when you talk about the bureaucracy of different departments in the federal government. But for the most part, Project 2025 is very radical and extreme. But Donald Trump has not. Which is kind of
on brand.
If you believe that in Trump, but Donald Trump has not co-signed any of these policies And the only reason why I would probably be on the side to say this is Project 2025 plan with everybody else, only if he didn't have 4 years as president and he never tried to institute any of those things. So that is the only saving grace where I would say, he might be right because he didn't try to institute Project 2025 when he was president for 4 years. So we got one thing, we got campaign season and we got when he was actually president. So I think he's going to be extreme in some ways, for sure. We know that. That's Donald Trump. But I don't think Project 2025 he's going to be as extreme as that document is. You get what I'm saying? And he governed in a moderate way when he was president. He didn't govern as the extreme Donald Trump as they make him out to be.
So with Trump, can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So with Trump 47,
yeah,
you said it's kind of like the hope that comes behind the fear tactic. What are some things that we should be hopeful for? Just not even just as Black people, as American citizens, that we should be hopeful for that's in Trump 47?
Let me just say, I'm not a Trump fan, okay? I'm just.
Okay.
I did not.
Okay, well, never mind. Why is he here?
I ain't even gonna lie, but
I thought you was a Trumper.
You and DJ L, y'all be giving me real Republican.
I really thought y'all was Trumper stuff.
Hold on, let me say this. I am independent.
Oh, okay.
So I don't cap for either party, and I don't like for either party, which is why I didn't endorse either party. Okay.
Okay.
But I am right down the middle, and I'm about the facts. So at the end of the day, you got to understand, I've been in politics all my life, and I've been a presidential surrogate as well. So I've been on the national stage and the local stage. So I know how the federal government works in the White House, and I know how local government works at City Hall. So when I speak, I'm speaking on my real understanding of how these things work, right? I'm not supporting Donald Trump, okay?
But did you read?
He said, don't get it confused.
I read Trump 47, yes. Here are some of the things that I would like to see. Don't start. You're funny. Here are some of the things that I would like to see, and I think that caused a problem in this campaign. One, economy, right? The economy has been real, and I think many people voted based off of their pockets. All right, inflation has been real. Groceries been high, gas been high, housing rates been high. And they know that in Trump's economy, even before COVID, because I know people are going to say COVID.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Half or more of his term wasn't COVID. He still had a way better economy than these last 4 years. Now, I'll let you come to it. So economy, one. Number two, then they be like, oh, he inherited Barack Obama's economy.
I won't go to that.
But you got to understand, he did sustain that economy for 4 years. No time in them 4 years of him president, the economy was as bad as it has been, and inflation this bad. So we give credit to that because we all know. Yeah, I mean, everybody in here know. Y'all know. Y'all walk outside. Y'all go to the gas station. Y'all go get groceries. If y'all buying a house, you know the housing rates. Like, you know your rent didn't went up. All of the different things in the economy is worse today than 4 years ago. That's why Kamala had a bad time convincing people because they like, yo, we struggling. Even if you got money, you were struggling, right? So economy. Number two, the migrant crisis. It's real. They've let millions and millions of migrants over. Y'all see in Chicago, we got our terrible mayor, Brandon Johnson, hundreds of millions of dollars. Hey, I'm just saying.
Just say our mayor, Brandon Johnson.
He is the mayor.
What you mean? He's your mayor.
Mayor Brandon Johnson.
That is your mayor.
The current, y'all mayor.
Your mayor.
The current mayor of Chicago.
Who has a 14% approval rating right now. The most hated mayor of Chicago history.
We only got facts on that. We said speak facts.
No, that's facts. You can Google it. It's all in the papers. That happened last week. So, at the end of the day, Brandon Johnson spent hundreds of millions of dollars. He spent almost $500 million on the migrant crisis of the city budget. And now he's raising our taxes. As of last week, he introduced his budget to raise our taxes because he wanted to cover $300 million. But he spent $500 million on the migrants. So, we are dealing with this crisis locally and across the country. It needs to be tackled. So did Kamala come out and say she had a border plan? No. And I think that was another problem of why people was pissed, because they like, yo, we dealing with these migrants every day and we spending all our money on them and they raising our taxes. Kamala, you need to come and tell us what you're going to do. Number three, wars. Israel, Ukraine. This is real. Why you think Palestine didn't? The Palestinians and Arab community didn't support Kamala? Because she still was saying, we gonna bomb y'all. And at the end of the day, they was like, well, we ain't voting for you if you're gonna keep on bombing us and keep giving Israel weapons and money. Mm-hmm. So economy, wars, And the migrant crisis are huge issues.
What's crazy is Trump doesn't have any intentions of helping the Palestinian community. He's trying to support Israel.
No, but the difference is he's going to end the war because they're scared of him. So that's the difference. The difference is while he is pro-Israel, as every president has to be technically, because they're the most powerful lobby in the country, which what black people need to be, he is still going to end the war. And I think that he has a relationship with Putin. He has a relationship with Netanyahu, in which he will make them end their war, whereas Kamala would have just allowed it to continue.
Okay.
I got one more.
Go ahead,
real quick.
go ahead.
For like the economy, right? If you're saying like because the economy is bad, right? Taxes are high, prices are high everywhere, right? Is that something that is a government issue or is that a big business issue? Because who decides these prices?
So here's the thing. This was bad policy on Kamala's point. Now
what Trump bad policy at, man? I ain't either one, but man, you owe Shady top. What's up?
Donald Trump not the president.
She's the vice president.
Kamala not the president.
She is.
You blame Biden.
First of all, Joe Biden is asleep every year. She making the decisions. He's still asleep.
Hey man, get off her top like that.
Let me say.
She want us, man. Come on.
Let me say this. I'm talking about campaign wise.
Okay.
I wish I would have helped Kamala. I would have helped her win this election.
So what would? That's what my question. Well, I'm gonna ask you after you done. Go ahead. Answer
So I'm gonna answer the question. If I was behind Kamala and would have been on her policy team, because I'm a policy guy. That's my number one strength is policy. Her policy of to help the economy, I'm gonna just go after big businesses and penalize them for raising their prices. It's not good policy. We all know that. Going after companies that you know what I'm saying, we know how that's going to turn out. They're going to fire workers, increase supply. Increase prices on supply. You know that's not going to turn out well. The reality is that you have to invest back into the people of the country so that you can lift the economy instead of going after the very few billionaire companies and making them react to you, because all they'll do is what? Oh, we're gonna pack up ship and go to China. Mm-hmm. Or we're gonna raise our prices on this, or we're gonna lower our workforce, and now you got more unemployed people, right? If they know they're in control because they control Amazon, no, we got the most workers. We know you trying to go after these folks, you know Jeff Bezos and all of them gonna play ball because they the richest people in the world. And they don't really care who the president. And so that's not going to work. That's not good policy. Your policy should be how are you going to invest and make sure that money trickle down to the people in the neighborhoods so that they can feel it and pour money back into the economy.
So you just tariffs of Trump. Trump's trying to introduce tariffs from people importing overseas.
I am more for that than I am for raising taxes on us. You get what I'm saying?
I'm with that too. I think we should start having. I'm a made in America type of guy. I think if we have more factories, we have more products that's produced in house. That goes back to what he said.
Back to the economy.
But almost everything we get is made from overseas.
That's the point.
So you just asked your own.
No, I'm saying you gonna raise the tariffs. They gonna raise the prices on them. They're gonna raise the prices on us.
No. But here's the thing: they treat us like garbage. So what Trump is saying is, we're gonna put tariffs on you. And y'all can do what y'all want to do, because guess what? We just gonna build an American factory that can do what y'all do, and we're gonna compete with y'all, and we're gonna make American first. You feel what I'm saying? That's not a bad policy, and that's supposed to be Democrat and Republican. That's Democrat and Republican. Hey, China, you making all your money off us? Oh, you gonna pay? Oh, you don't want to pay? Okay, well then we're gonna make our stuff.
And I could get my orders faster.
That's like you buying a Ford or buying a Chevy benefits the economy more than you buying a BMW.
Yeah, we have more luxury American made cars.
I don't think it's gonna help us.
And more Americans are working, and more Americans got more money in their pockets to spend it with the economy. It's important.
So you just said you a policy guy, right? So I gotta throw this out here. Mm-hmm. So during the debate, when asked Trump about what his plans, he said he had concepts of a plan.
No. See,
so what's up?
This was so ridiculous to me. It's so funny because during debates, it's all rhetoric and it's all like sound bites, right? They were talking about Obama's healthcare plan, okay? And the question was, well, would you get rid of it? If you want to get rid of it, would you put something else in place? Now let's go to the history of Obamacare, which is it ain't the best, but anyway.
Oh,
the point is, no,
I don't know why you give Republican real bad.
I tell the truth, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm trying to make our lives better, and y'all can't name none of the presidents that have. So I'm just trying to tell y'all.
Not that I give you that one.
All right, including Obama. So
here you go with the shade.
There's no shade. I'm telling you. There's no shade. I want black people to understand that these people are not for us. None of these presidents, Republican or Democrat. So we got to speak the truth and understand that we got to have our own agenda that they're going to adopt so that we can get something. I don't care if Obama is the smoothest talker. I don't care if this is a woman. I don't care. None of that stuff matters. What's the agenda? How are we gonna make sure that we can build our communities? So real quick on the the healthcare plan. Trump decided not to get rid of Obamacare when he was president. Remember, because Obamacare is still here. So, but he spoke out against it and said it's flawed, yada yada yada. But they never created a plan to replace it. So in the debate, they asked him, "You got a plan?" He like, "Nah, I got concepts of a plan." Because what he don't want to do, and what he said was, "I don't want to just blow the whole healthcare up and make it to where y'all don't have healthcare right now." Without having a real plan that I fully believe in, so that I can transition Obamacare. That's his. If you watch the debate, that was the context of what he said, but they only grabbed that clip.
No, I watched. He didn't say that.
Because it was given. I don't know.
That is not true. Y'all gotta rewatch the debate. That's what he said first.
But I know Bree had a question.
I forgot my question.
You got your question?
I think I did.
All right, so I'll go there. I'm gonna pivot it just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So Elon Musk,
yes,
owns X or Twitter, if you want to call it, right?
Correct.
Do you think that him having such ownership of a platform that would pushing the political candidates over the other one, do you think that is fair, or do you think that is abuse of power in a way?
That's a good question. I think that Elon Musk is he's a genius in a lot of ways, and I think what he's done with X is that he's made it to where citizens can become journalists, citizen journalism. You get what I'm saying? And I don't fully disagree with that. I always disagree with monopolies, though, right? I always disagree with one person having a lot of power, because it's Elon having that much power over a social media group, it is a lot for me.
It's
right?
dangerous,
and I think it is dangerous. I don't believe. I look right here. It's like where we live. Like I hate that ComEd owns all the electricity in the city. I hate that Xfinity that monopolized cable. I don't like monopolies. I like competition. Because what happens is when you have monopolies and when you have somebody who has so much power or corporations that have so much power that you can't compete with, then they basically have the authority to do what they want to do, and there's nothing you could do about it. So I don't agree with Elon having that much power over X, but what I do agree with is he's allowed for X to be free in a way where you can be, he allowed for citizen journalism. So for example, Bree can say, yo, this is what's going on. And then I can come in with a community note and be like, nah, that ain't true. This is actually what's going on. And you'll be able to see what she said and what a community note said. You know what I'm saying?
X was like that before Elon took over.
That was new. That's a new. Community notes, that's new.
Yep.
Oh, the actual community notes feature by itself. Oh, yeah.
So Elon created that to allow for people to be journalists and then for people to criticize if it's true or not, or fact check it. And so those different features I do like, but I don't like that he got a lot of power. I don't.
Yeah, it's just sometimes it's too much power. It's a little scary.
Yeah, it is. And now Elon is on top of the world right now. He's the richest man in the world.
His best friend.
He's about to
his
lead
homie.
the Department of Government Efficiency.
His homie, the president.
Wait, he's about to lead the what?
He is creating a Department of Government Efficiency under Trump. I do agree with the department. I do. And basically what that is he's going to go through every budget of the federal government and he's going to gut all of the waste of how much money we've been spending. And I do agree. We need to do that on every level, federal, local, even in Chicago. We spend $28 billion on BS every day, right? And so we do need an efficient way to say, why we got 50 people doing this. Why we got 100 people making $500,000? You get what I'm saying? Like,
So
we need to
does he
really look at
decide where that extra waste money goes?
Well, no, he's going to get rid of the waste and provide it to the head of the budget under Trump, so that they can decide where they can spend more money.
Oh, seems like an easy job.
Nah, it ain't never been done, because what happens is government is about bureaucracy. So most of the people in government are
can they argue
in place because they're friends.
This is true. So can they argue about, like, when he decides, oh, I think this should go, this should go, this should go? Is there like a group of people that can argue?
For sure.
No, I think this should stay.
Yep. His cabinet will all come together to talk about what that looks like. And then Congress, for a portion of money, will also be able to. He really has all the power. I'm not going to lie.
Why does Elon need another job?
He don't. He just rich and don't got too much to do. So
Is somebody out there that would love to do that job? I would love to do that job.
Yeah.
Let me delegate somebody money.
For sure. And I think that, we're about to enter into a crazy era, y'all.
Oh, I know.
4 years of Trump, and he controls the House and the Senate. He is going to. There is no one that's going to be able to stop anything that he wants to do. So if Project 2025 was his, he can institute it now.
And he tricked us.
He can institute it now.
He's like, I got y'all.
Because he got the House and the Senate.
Listen.
So they're going to do whatever he tells them to do. So he can sign any executive order, and he can pass through any bill. So we're about to go into a 4 years whether our lives will be better or our lives will be, it's one or the other.
So as Black people, because just on like the emotional level, a lot of Black people woke up, really depressed.
Man.
In their feelings.
So many breakups and everything.
Sad. Okay, breaking up with your friends. Like a lot of relationships probably tarnished last night.
This girl today, they'll be back together.
Okay, so it's like with that, and I know you were speaking on like Black people having like our own Black agenda and us expecting that out of our politicians. So what can we do over these 4 years just to like keep our sanity, make sure like we're not getting too wrapped up in what's going on?
That's the problem. We too emotional about white people business. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we are too emotional about how the military-industrial complex gonna make money. Mm-hmm. Big Pharma gonna make money. All the people who making bullets and weapons at war that's making billions of dollars.
But
every
we
day.
only be worried about it when it becomes the breaking news of Tuesday of this week.
And that's the problem. We not even on the agenda, and we more emotional than everybody else. We not even on the agenda that we finna. You can't. Anybody that's crying, I'll be like, well, what are you going to lose? They can't even tell you because it ain't nothing that you. I saw a girl today. Oh my God! I reposted this video. She was crying last night after seeing the results and said, "I don't want to go to sleep because I might wake up a slave tomorrow." You know, I mean, these people are crazy. When I say we are literally, when I say these folks are too emotional for me over.
I can understand because
derangement.
A lot of people were very hopeful. You know, it's making history. It would have made history, so I get that.
Over what?
Hopeful of just having more inspiration.
Having somebody younger.
Yeah, having somebody younger in a very long time.
Do you think symbols are inspiring? That you think symbols are? I mean, we've always had symbols. Do you think?
Yeah, symbols represent something.
Yeah, but what will having a symbol do for you? Have we already had symbols?
People get their beacon of hope in different ways.
But have we already had symbols?
Yeah.
You know, that's the reason why Kamala isn't president. Because the reason why Kamala isn't president is because of Barack Obama. And I'm going to tell you why. Barack Obama gave
take
you...
my shoes off.
Hold on. He gave you the hope and the change, and he energized Black people like never before. And that hope and change never came. And so it's very hard for a Democrat to try to take Obama's mantle and say, I'm going to be hopeful and change, yada, yada, when every president after Obama that Obama endorses don't bring forth the hope and change that he promised us all them years ago.
I mean, that's every president, period.
That's the point. And so that's why she lost, is because people are not hopeful anymore. And you have to have a candidate that can not only bring hope, but bring tangibles. And that is why we're in the situation we're in. But Black folks in particular, to your question, we got to stop being emotional about white folks' business. Until we are able to sit at the table and be at the table, we shouldn't be emotional about nothing. I don't care if it's Kamala or Donald. I don't. You know why? Because neither one of them had an agenda for Black people. Same way the neighborhoods look when Obama got in was the same way that he got out. Same way the neighborhoods look when Joe Biden got in is the same way.
Well, you know they're building that
We
Obama
have
center
to-
over there over east.
No, we just have to. And he gentrifying that community, and ain't no black people working on the Obama Center. Don't get me started. So the point is that we as black people got to sit at the table together and get us together.
Where's
Remove
the table?
politics. We got to get us together. What's the word? We got to get all of the media,
tribe.
sororities, fraternities, all of the black, everybody, and say, listen, we got to build our black agenda, and we got to unify around this and say, whoever running for president, this is what we standing behind, and we not going to break off. You feel what I'm saying? That is the only way we're going to be able to have any black liberation. Democrat Party, stop slapping us in the face. We've been voting for you 50 years. There ain't no reason why y'all don't have reparations on y'all agenda when black people is the reason why y'all ever even got power. So how are we sitting here allowing Democrats to continue to utilize our vote, but don't give us nothing? You still letting banks redline us. You still letting police kill us. And Obama passed the Blue Lives Matter bill, and Black Lives Matter was created to fight Obama. Why aren't y'all, where's the DOJ to fight the police that's killing us? We keep giving us y'all vote, and y'all not giving us nothing. It's done for that. And the Democratic Party got to have a real conversation within themselves to say, we got to redo how we've been doing black folks.
Before we close out and get into the interview, you spoke a lot about what the Democratic Party didn't do, right? Can you highlight something real quick? Can you highlight some things that they did do? Anything positive?
There's gotta be some positivity. It's gotta be some positivity.
So what Democrat? Do you want to
start with Biden? Let's start with the Biden president.
Name drop how you been name dropping every time they do some shit wrong. Name drop some shit they did right.
Because if you don't, that means you're a Republican.
So let's go back. I was an orator champion for the city of Chicago with Barack Obama's speech. Barack Obama inspired me to get into politics. I want to make that clear. And then he banned me from his events when I was going out to Rahm Emanuel, but that's a different story.
Is you cool? Like,
you know Rahm's coming up.
Yeah, you had to throw that in there. Positivity. What did they do?
Hey.
Barack Obama brought forth the change and the hope and the inspiration that you're talking about. And it hurts me that has died out. But what he was so great at making people feel like they can achieve anything, that had his color, that can achieve anything. And I think he created a lot of up-and-coming politicians, a lot of mayors who are currently in power. He created a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners who said, if Obama could get to the top, I can too. And I think that within itself is why I give respect to Obama. I don't like Obama, but I respect him to a high standard because that is something, right? Number two.
Give me some more shit. Come on.
I give you some more stuff.
You talking about hope?
No.
What happened?
I need your whole thing.
Something tangible, okay?
I need some intangibles. Come on.
That's tangible.
Hope is not
That's
tangible.
better than everything they done. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You was just talking about symbols don't mean nothing.
No. That inspiration.
Oh, come on now.
Sent shockwaves through our community like no other politician I've ever done before. All right, number two, as far as tangibles. Policies.
Things that they have done, direct effect. Like how you was to the shit they didn't do.
Yeah.
Give me the shit that they done. Cause they come on.
It's hard, man.
Shit.
Hold on. I'm telling you. Why y'all think they losing?
Is it hard
because when they sit in power, they don't do nothing. That's the truth. They give you the hope and change, and they sit there for 8 years, and nothing happens that you can remember.
What about loan forgiveness?
I'll give it Obamacare. I give you Obamacare, even though I don't fully agree with the policy. He did make millions of people be able to have health care. Okay, I will give you
student loan forgiveness.
Student loan forgiveness was botched. Okay, now there are thousands of people who did get student loan forgiveness. I will give them that. But he could have done all student loan debt, and he decided not to. And that was my problem because he committed to $50,000 a person at first, and then it turned, and once he tried to move it through Congress, knowing it wasn't going to pass Congress, he was supposed to do executive order. Then he turned around and went back to do executive order only for our parents, right? People who had student loans for 20, 30 years.
Yeah, because it was so many older people that got it. Like, it's like, does that matter?
They did that because they voters. And that's what they did. So they was like, y'all young people don't vote, so we ain't getting rid of y'all student loan.
All right, man. You finna cap with me.
So student loan, I gave it to you.
Give me student loan.
We gave you that. Student loans.
Yeah, what
Because
you
I
got?
don't agree with it.
You don't agree with Obamacare fully.
All right, cool.
I don't.
It's okay, because this clip gonna come out and our people gonna give you some policies.
They don't have any either.
No, Bree, they not.
Give me some.
No, because the what's the word? Comment section.
They Trump stumpers.
Give me two. Give me policies. Give me two policies that you think are great that Democrats move forward.
I don't even forget. We're not gonna get that. We're not gonna get that. I ain't gonna put my boy.
Give me one then. Can you give me one?
I ain't say that.
I ain't gonna get my boy. I ain't gonna let him put my boy.
We got you one student loan forgiveness.
We don't get that.
Even if it don't.
I'm gonna tell you like this. So you talked all this shit.
Yeah.
Right. I can say shit. Right, Cree.
I just want better for us, man.
Me too.
I want to stop.
Before we get off here, can
playing with these
you told us you talked bad about the Democrats. You talked about Miss Harris. You talked bad about Obama
and Republicans. I didn't
hear no. Yeah, I ain't like 5% Republican. Yeah.
Okay, so that was that was going to be my question. Give me some shit that the Republicans did that was fucked up.
When you talking about why they've been in power?
Yeah.
Shoot, invaded Iraq. George Bush was bogus, and that has caused a problem in the Middle East right now.
Give me directly Trump.
You saying Trump?
Give me Trump, because that's the most recent one.
You talking about when he was in office?
Yeah.
I think Trump, he botched COVID in a lot of ways, right?
Yeah.
I think that while he moved forward some great measures policy-wise, he was a fool in how he handled COVID and telling people, maybe we'll look at people drinking bleach, injecting sunlight into people. He said a lot of crazy things. I think that he held the White House with such disgust as no president should have done. He held the White House as said very bigot comments. He ridiculed many different groups of people. He, targeted women, targeted several folks. So how he handled the White House compared to Obama was a total 360. And I think that is one of his biggest issues. And I think if Trump was a decent person who didn't hold the office like that, we would look at him in a better way than we do. You know what I'm saying? It's really his mouth and his disrespect and his bigotry. But as far as policy-wise, he also appointed some very radical Supreme Court justices who are on the right that overturned Roe v. Wade, right? And I think that they also gave immunity to presidents as well. So I think you got a radical Supreme Court justices, Supreme Court because of what he did as well. So those are a couple. I mean, I can go on and on.
Presidents got immunity
we got a little time.
No, fair.
Like forever.
Nah, we go wrap up though. We gotta get into this. We gotta get into this interview.
Presidents get immunity.
Trump giving police immunity.
Supreme Court just gave presidents immunity. Yes.
Yeah.
Also, he good.
That's why he didn't get convicted.
He got immunity. The House, the Senate. It's gonna be a
y'all better call Russell Simmons.
He can do whatever he wants.
These next 4 years is gonna be a dude. Like how you just said, they got the House, they got the Supreme Court on lock, they got the House and the Senate. It's all Republican. So anything they want to go through is happening. It's going through.
And the Supreme Court ain't going
so
nowhere.
Critical race theory, no abortions,
no crippled people.
Go ahead and thank
no federal marijuana.
Thank the white people in the
no. He said he want to legalize
thank
marijuana.
The Latino
he do. That's one thing Trump said. He wants to legalize marijuana. Yes. Kamala stole that policy.
And that's going to be another reason people going to be like, oh, yeah, Trump is pretty good then.
I know. So he going to legalize marijuana because he supported Florida's legalization.
Marijuana was going to be legalized anyway. Like, at this point, it's not harming the country. Like, people making money. They
Tell me what y'all will be, if he does these things, will y'all give him credit for it?
I give people credit when credit is due, but I am a big-hearted person when it comes to human rights.
Okay.
And treating people as if they are a real human being.
I agree. Me too.
And not grabbing them by the vagina.
He didn't grab me. No,
he did.
You don't know?
No. Serious. I think we got to get out of the rhetoric, and we got to get out of campaign season. We got to get out of what they throw at us during campaign season, and we got to stay out of white folks' business. Okay. We got to get our business together. That's all I'm saying. I'm independent. I don't like neither one of them, and I don't like neither party.
It seems like you just don't like nobody but yourself.
No. I like my people, and I want my people to be better. You feel what I'm saying? I love my people. If I didn't love my people, I would pick a side. The people who picking a side don't love our people because you can't love our people and you picking a side that don't have an agenda for your people. You feel me? That's why I don't agree with no people capping for Trump or capping for Kamala. You know what I'm saying? I believe that we got to cap for ourselves. This is what's on our agenda. Reparations. Who picking it up? That's why I said on a show last week, I don't care if you vote for Cornell, Jill Stein. You should. They're the only ones who even saying reparations. That ain't throwing away your vote. You vote your conscience and vote for who you want to vote for. So until we have a party or a person that's going to adopt a black agenda, Joe Biden signed the 3 strikes law. Why didn't they have a criminal justice reform act that right their wrongs on criminal justice? We need a criminal justice reform. Y'all use felons so much with Donald Trump. Like a third of black men ain't felons. How do you use the word felon like they ain't nothing? We got a third of black men who need to come back into society and start jobs and build businesses and own homes. Why don't you have a plan so that a third of black men can get back to sustaining their families? We got to stop allowing them to play us in our face. I don't care if it's Trump or Kamala. We need somebody for us. That means we got to get us together and stop hating on each other. And we got to collaborate. And we have to love on each other and say we're going to be with each other.
I'm with you when you're right.
All right, Jamal Green, ladies and gentlemen. This has been What's the Word Live.
I'm gonna do some hating.
Man, saying
Final words, vote against Brandon Johnson.
This
Here
one.
you go.
Hey,
Not too much.
You hit Mike, man.
Not too much.
Hey, look, make sure y'all grab those tickets to the event. I curated some. I will be there. Make sure y'all grab them tickets to Global Mix. Make sure y'all follow, like, and subscribe. What's the Word on all platforms. And make sure y'all tune in to us and subscribe to us on Fanbase to see this exclusive Jamal Green interview before it hit the streets, because I'm about to talk to him about some shit, and we're going to get the answers to it. I'm Cody. That's Bree. That's Cree. That's Chris. That's Jamal in the corner. Dora, Cree. We all family. We all love. We love y'all for watching. What's the Word? And we out.